Welcome to this story, where we gently follow a quiet, peaceful journey through a day spent in harmony with nature. As the soft morning light breaks through the window, a sense of calm begins to fill the space, setting the tone for a day unhurried and full of presence. With each step through the garden, every touch of herbs, and each sip of tea, the world around you slows, inviting you to savor the beauty of the simplest moments. The garden blooms in vibrant colors. The air is filled with the scents of lavender and rosemary, and your thoughts drift softly like a quiet stream. As day turns to dusk, the peaceful rhythm of life continues, leading you into a serene evening where the quiet sound of nature and the stillness of the night hold you in gentle comfort, guiding you toward restful sleep. Welcome to this story, where the world is calm and time seems to slow, allowing for quiet reflection and peaceful solitude. The morning light is soft as it filters through the window, casting a golden hue over the familiar surroundings. The room feels like a sanctuary, a space where the rush of the world outside cannot penetrate. There is no sound except the gentle hum of the wind stirring the leaves outside, and the faint chirp of birds greeting the first rays of dawn. The air carries with it a coolness that refreshes but doesn't chill, filling the room with a gentle clarity that seems to settle the mind. A cup of herbal tea rests in your hands, its warmth soothing your fingers, and its fragrance mingles with the soft scent of dried herbs that hang from the beams overhead, their presence comforting and familiar. It's a moment to breathe, to simply be, without any demands or distractions. The sun climbs higher in the sky, but its rays are still tender, still stretching their golden fingers over the earth slowly, as if in reverence of the quiet morning that has just begun. Outside, the garden is coming to life, the colors of flowers unfolding slowly, as if savoring each moment of light before they stretch into full bloom. The leaves on the trees are shifting gently, swaying in the soft breeze, and the air is filled with the earthy scent of dew-kissed grass. It's a perfect stillness, the kind of silence that envelops you, fills the space around you, and allows everything else to fade away. The world feels at peace, as if nothing in this moment needs to change, and nothing needs to be rushed. Each breath you take is steady and deep, the rhythm of your body in perfect harmony with the stillness surrounding you. As you sit there, lost in the quiet beauty of the morning, you realize that this moment, this simple, slow beginning to the day, is enough. The tasks that lie ahead can wait, for right now, all that matters is being present, being in the moment. You sip your tea, the warmth spreading through you, grounding you in the present, reminding you that life is often at its best when lived in simplicity. The day outside is unfolding, but inside, there is a sense of timelessness, a peace that wraps itself around you like a soft blanket. The air seems to hum with the gentle rhythm of life, a rhythm that is slow, steady, and unwavering. There are no pressures here, no expectations, only the quiet unfolding of a morning that is content to be exactly as it is. The sun has risen. Higher, its golden glow now spilling across the room, casting long, soft shadows along the floor. But it does so without haste, as though taking its time to enjoy the beauty of the day as much as you are. The birds outside continue their gentle song, their calls weaving in and out of the silence like a soft melody, one that calms the mind and soothes the spirit. You take another sip of tea, and the warmth spreads through you, deepening your sense of peace. You sit for a while longer, enjoying the stillness, allowing the quiet to fill you, to bring you into alignment with the calm of the morning. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go. For now, you are exactly where you need to be, immersed in the simplicity and beauty of a morning that doesn't demand anything from you except your presence. It's a rare moment, one that many overlook, but here, in this quiet space, you have the gift of time to reflect, to breathe, and to simply exist in the moment. The world may be moving outside, but within this space, it feels as though time has slowed, just for you, just for this moment. You finish your tea, the cup now empty, but the feeling of warmth remains. The peaceful stillness lingers, even as the light grows brighter and the sounds of the world outside become a little more pronounced. The birds sing a little louder, the breeze rustles the leaves more actively, and the garden blooms with the energy of the new day. But the tranquility you have gathered in these quiet moments stays with you, tucked deep within, like a secret you carry with you. As you rise from your seat and stretch, your body feels light yet grounded, as though it too has absorbed the calm of the morning. The world outside awaits, but for now, you are not in a hurry. There is no rush to begin the day. The pace of the morning has already set the tone gentle, steady, and without urgency. And as you step forward into the new day, you carry with you the quiet peace of the morning, knowing that this calm, this stillness, will remain within you, no matter what the day may bring. The day has now deepened into the steady rhythm of afternoon, and the light that filters through the window has shifted, becoming softer, warmer, as if it too is slowing down, settling into the tranquility of the day. The room feels unchanged, but the air is filled with a new kind of stillness, an almost imperceptible shift, as though the world outside has continued its course, while this small sanctuary remains untouched, timeless. There is a quietness now, one that fills the space with an odd kind of peace, a peace that isn't just the absence of sound, but the presence of something far deeper, something that settles gently over the mind and body. The work at hand, though simple and familiar, feels meaningful, each small task imbued with a quiet sense of purpose. The herbs that were gathered earlier in the day rest neatly on the wooden table, their dried leaves curled and delicate, each one waiting to be handled with care. A soft smile crosses your face as you begin the task of sorting them, one by one, not with haste, but with reverence. There is something deeply comforting in the rhythm of your hands as they move through the herbs, picking, arranging, tying small bundles with twine, and setting them aside to dry completely. The scent of lavender and mint fills the air, mingling with the faint, earthy aroma of the dried flowers, creating a symphony of fragrance that settles your mind, grounding you in the simplicity of the task. Outside, the garden remains peaceful, the air now carrying the faint warmth of the afternoon sun, as if every part of the world has found its balance, and there is no rush to go anywhere, to do anything other than exactly what is before you. The steady hum of the world beyond the room fades into the background, leaving you fully immersed in the quiet task at hand. Your thoughts, usually so quick to jump from one thing to the next, slow down, and with them, your breath deepens, becoming more measured, more deliberate. The work itself becomes a form of meditation, where each movement feels connected to the next, flowing seamlessly in a way that doesn't require thought, just presence. The sound of your hands against the herbs, the slight rustling of leaves, as you work, becomes the music of the afternoon, a soft, constant rhythm that soothes the spirit and quiets the mind. The window is open slightly, and a breeze moves through, cool against the skin, carrying with it the sense of the outside world earth, grass, and the distant fragrance of flowers blooming in the garden. The light shifts again, becoming even softer, as if the earth itself is drawing the day to a close, gently, and without haste. There is no urgency here. There is no need to rush. The pace of the day, set by the quiet tasks of sorting and tying. The herbs becomes a reminder that life is often best lived in moments like these, in the stillness, in the work that asks for nothing more than attention, in the simple act of being present. The small details that make up this moment, the soft glow of the afternoon sun, the coolness of the breeze, the faint fragrance of herbs, become part of a larger pattern. A pattern that you realize, as you move through it, is not unlike the rhythm of your own life, steady, unhurried, and with a deep, abiding sense of purpose that is felt more than seen. Each task, no matter how small, adds up to something greater than the sum of its parts. And as the light continues to fade ever so slightly, a feeling of gratitude begins to well up inside of you. Gratitude for the simplicity of the day, for the chance to move through it with purpose, and for the quiet space that has allowed you to connect with the rhythm of your own heart. The last bundle of herbs is tied and set aside, ready to be hung in a quiet corner to dry. The task is complete, but the sense of peace that has settled over you lingers, and you allow yourself a few more moments in the stillness before moving on. Your hands rest in your lap, and you look out the window, watching as the garden fades into shadows, the light of the day now completely softened. The breeze, once cool, now carries with it the promise of evening, a time for rest, for reflection. In this moment, the world feels at peace, and you, too, are at peace, grounded in the quiet rhythm of the day that has unfolded so gently. There is nothing else to do, nothing else to strive for, just the simple satisfaction of having moved through the day with intention, of having found beauty in the small things, in the quiet work of tending to what matters. The room is now bathed in the soft glow of the fading light, the shadows stretching long across the floor. The window remains open, and the last notes of birdsong float in from the garden, the sounds of the day drawing to a close as everything prepares for the stillness of night. You sit in the quiet, allowing the peace of the moment to settle over you, your body and mind at ease, knowing that this is enough, that this is all you need right now. The day, though simple, has been full, and in its fullness you find a deep contentment, a quiet satisfaction. It is more than enough to carry you through the evening, into the next moment, into the next quiet chapter of the day's unfolding. The world outside has softened as the afternoon draws toward its close, the golden warmth of the sun now mellowing into cooler, richer hues of amber and rose, a delicate prelude to the coming evening. The light filters through the trees in a soft, gentle cascade, casting long, dappled shadows across the courtyard. There is no hurry here. Time itself seems to slow down, as if the earth, in its quiet grace, has decided to pause and breathe deeply before the next chapter unfolds. The air is calm, a stillness hanging over everything, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves, stirred by a faint, lazy breeze. You remain seated in the quiet, your thoughts flowing as smoothly as the soft current of the wind, with no rush to organize them, no need to form them into something more than what they already are. You are simply here, in this moment, fully present. The scent of the herbs you've gathered earlier still lingers faintly in the air, blending seamlessly with the earthy fragrance of the garden, the mingling of the earth's quiet hum and the fragrance of the plants, all coexisting in a natural harmony that calms the senses. The sound of distant birdsong begins to fade, replaced by the softer, more subdued hum of evening creatures waking from their daytime rest. A single owl, its wings spread wide in the growing darkness, calls softly from the nearby woods, its cry deep and resonant, a call that carries across the stillness like an echo of the night itself. You allow yourself a deep breath, drawing in the scent of the earth in the night air that is just beginning to cool, filling your lungs with a kind of quiet energy. The peacefulness of this moment has settled into your bones, a comfort that extends beyond the physical, reaching deeper, to a place where the mind and heart find peace in simply being. Your body, too, has slowed, no longer feeling the need to move with the same energy that it once did earlier in the day. There is no pressure here, no rush to accomplish, no expectations to meet, just the slow unfolding of the evening hours. The sun, now dipping lower in the sky, casts its final golden rays across the courtyard, and the shadows grow longer still, stretching across the stone in delicate patterns that seem to stretch on endlessly, much like the quiet time itself, growing more expansive as the light diminishes. As the shadows deepen and the last of the sunlight disappears behind the horizon, the atmosphere begins to shift subtly, taking on the cooler, more reflective tone of evening. The birds are now quiet, and the garden is still, save for the soft sounds of the night taking its first breath. A slight chill enters the air, enough to coax you from your seat and back inside, where the warmth of the hearth and the gentle flicker of candlelight offer their own invitation for comfort and reflection. As you step inside, the familiar scent of the herbs you've dried fills the air, mingling with the warmth of the fire that has begun to burn low in the hearth. The room, bathed in the soft light of the candles, feels like a sanctuary, quiet, calm, and welcoming, a perfect haven to transition from the busy light of day into the quiet of night. You take a moment to observe the room, its familiar corners now softened by the shadows of evening. The shelves, filled with dried herbs, the woven baskets filled with the day's harvest, all seem to blend into the space, each object a part of the peaceful rhythm that governs this small corner of the world. The work, though simple, has given way to a deeper sense of fulfillment, one that is not so much a result of any particular task, but the stillness of the work itself, the quiet focus that allows you to slip into a state of mind that feels both relaxed and deeply attuned to the moment. You are no longer thinking of what comes next, but simply of what is. As the evening settles into its deeper rhythms, you begin the ritual of preparing a warm tea, chamomile, and mint, a soothing combination that has become a familiar comfort. At the close of the day, the small kettle, already filled with water, sits on the hearth, and as you gently place it on the low flame, you watch the steam begin to rise, a reminder of the simple pleasures that can be found in these quiet moments. The leaves, still fragrant and fresh, release their gentle scent into the air, and you allow yourself a quiet smile, feeling the comfort of the routine, the quiet rhythm that has come to mark the end of the day. The warmth of the tea fills the room, and as you sit down by the window, cradling your cup in both hands, you look out at the garden, now dark and quiet, the silhouettes of the trees stark against the deepening sky. The first stars have begun to appear, their faint glow a reminder of the vastness of the universe beyond this small world of yours. And yet, in this moment, nothing feels more important than this cup of tea, the quiet of the evening, and the soft sounds of the world settling down around you. The tea is warm and soothing, the taste of the chamomile gentle, with just a hint of mint to enliven it. As you sip, the warmth travels through your body, comforting and calming, bringing a deeper sense of stillness to your mind. There is nothing left to do now, nothing to strive for, only the quiet peace of the evening to be savored, one sip at a time. The world outside, though vast, feels distant now, and all that remains is this small sanctuary, this moment of stillness and peace. The candles flicker softly in the room, and you feel the day's gentle pace wrap around you like a soft blanket, holding you in its embrace. As the darkness deepens outside, you feel yourself growing heavier with the weight of the day's calm, your body sinking into the chair, your mind becoming quieter still, until you are simply a part of the night itself, silent, still, and content. In the presence of the evening, the shadows now dance softly across the walls, and the stars continue to blink slowly, softly, across the sky. It is time now, as the night has fully settled in, to lay down and let the stillness carry you deeper, into rest, into the calm that has slowly built over the course of the day. The world outside remains still, the night embracing it in the same quiet rhythm that has carried you through the hours. And as you slip into bed, the comforting weight of your blanket enveloping you, you close your eyes with the simple quiet knowledge that the day has ended not with noise, but with peace. As the day continues to fade, the soft hues of twilight settle across the land, casting long shadows that stretch like tendrils across the stone paths of the courtyard. The sun, now a pale golden orb slipping beyond the horizon, leaves behind a quiet glow that spreads like melted honey across the garden. The warmth of the afternoon has begun to soften, giving way to the cooler touch of evening, and a gentle, almost imperceptible breeze stirs the air, carrying with it the earthy scents of the soil, the crisp tongue of mint, and the sweet perfume of lavender. It is in these hours that the world feels most at ease, as if everything is finally slowing down, preparing for the rest that the night will bring. The garden, once bustling with the flutter of wings and the hum of insects, now seems to sigh, with quiet contentment, each plant and tree standing still, as if savoring the final moments of daylight before the cool embrace of nightfall. You remain seated on the stone bench beneath the fig tree, the rough bark of the tree providing a grounding sensation as your eyes follow the movements of the breeze, tracing the way it moves through the branches, sending ripples of motion across the leaves and lifting the scent of herbs from the garden into the air. There is no rush, no urgency. Each minute that passes seems to stretch out, filling the space with a peaceful stillness, and you, too, have slowed, your breath deepening as you take in the beauty of the moment. It is a quiet kind of peace, one that wraps itself gently around you, like the softest blanket on a cool evening. The world feels like it has been paused, the usual noise of thoughts and plans momentarily quieted, leaving only the present moment to occupy your attention. Your hands rest in your lap, fingers lightly tracing the surface of the worn stone, connecting you to the earth below, while the sky above gradually deepens into a rich shade of indigo, dotted with the first stars of the evening. The light from the sun has now completely disappeared, and the stars seem to have grown brighter, their tiny lights gleaming faintly as they punctuate the deep blue of the sky. The night is calm, undisturbed by the hustle and clamor that often fills the days. There is no need to move, no need to plan for what comes next. The simple act of being here, in this place, in this moment, is enough. As the air grows cooler, you rise slowly, stretching your limbs, feeling the weight of your body move gracefully, as if the night itself is inviting you to move with it. Your bare feet, cool against the stone, connect with the earth once more as you walk toward the door of the small herbalist's cottage. The familiar scent of dried herbs, mingling with the faint aroma of wood smoke from the fire, greets you as you enter. The hearth has burned low, its soft glow casting long shadows across the walls, but the warmth remains, welcoming you into its embrace. You move quietly through the space, not rushing, not needing to fill the silence with words or activity. The air inside is filled with the calming scent of herbs thyme, rosemary, lavender all mixed together, creating a fragrance that feels like an extension of the tranquility that fills the evening. Each step you take feels deliberate, mindful, as you prepare to settle into the quiet that the night promises. As you pour yourself a small cup of tea, the familiar warmth of the liquid soothes you, its gentle aroma rising in delicate spirals to mingle with the other scents that surround you. You bring the cup to your lips, savoring the taste, letting the warmth spread through you, bringing a sense of ease that deepens with every sip. The tea, a blend of chamomile and lemon balm, is soothing, familiar, and comforting. It is a simple ritual, one that you have embraced many times before, but tonight it feels different, more meaningful, more profound, as if each sip carries with it the quiet weight of the day's experiences, the stillness of the evening, and the calm anticipation of the rest that is to come. The night has fully settled now, the room dim and quiet, except for the soft flicker of candlelight and the steady rhythm of your breath. The outside world seems distant now, far beyond the cottage walls, and you are alone in this peaceful space, surrounded by the simple beauty of the life you've created. The weight of the day, of its tasks and moments, has lifted, leaving you in a quiet space where time moves more slowly, where every second is filled with a sense of calm. As you sit by the window, the teacup gently cradled in your hands, your thoughts begin to drift, floating gently like leaves on a slow-moving stream. There is no urgency in your mind now, only a quiet appreciation for the present moment. The night air, cool and fresh, brushes against your skin as you look out into the garden, now dark and still. The stars are more pronounced now, their light cutting through the velvet sky, and the sound of the occasional breeze rustling the leaves is the only sound that breaks the stillness. It is a peaceful quiet, the kind of silence that invites reflection, and encourages you to look inward and connect with the stillness within. This space, this quiet sanctuary, is yours alone, and in it you find a sense of peace that cannot be disturbed by the rush of the world outside. Time slows here, and the evening stretches out like a gentle river, each moment flowing effortlessly into the next. You finish your tea, the last drops warming you from the inside out, and place the empty cup on the small wooden table beside you. You rise, moving gracefully to the door, and step out into the cool night air once more. The stars above seem brighter now, their light filling the sky with a quiet beauty that mirrors the peacefulness of your surroundings. The world is at rest, and so, too, are you. There is nothing more to do, nothing more to achieve, only to be present in this stillness, to allow the night to wrap itself around you like a comforting cloak. And as the first signs of sleep begin to pull at the edges of your awareness, you return to the quiet embrace of your bed, settling beneath the soft blankets and letting the peaceful rhythm of your breath guide you gently into the quiet depths of sleep. The world outside, beneath the watchful gaze of the stars, continues in its slow, steady rhythm, while inside, the quiet stillness of the night settles deeply into your bones, bringing you rest, renewal, and peace. The night deepens as the moon rises high above the trees, casting its soft, silver light over the landscape. The air, cool and crisp, is filled with the quiet symphony of nature whispers of leaves moving in the gentle breeze, the distant call of an owl, and the rhythmic chirping of crickets. Every sound is amplified in the stillness, creating a harmony that echoes through the darkened garden. The once bustling courtyard is now a serene, tranquil space, where the shadows stretch long, and the soft glow of the moon transforms the familiar surroundings into something otherworldly. The garden, which in daylight had been vibrant with life, now seems to sleep beneath the stars, each plant and flower a still silhouette against the night sky. You walk slowly through this quiet space, your bare feet lightly brushing the cool stone of the path, feeling the solid earth beneath you, grounding you in the moment. Each step is measured, deliberate, as if the very act of walking through the night carries a sense of reverence for the stillness around you. The moonlight dances on the surfaces of the stones, casting fleeting shadows that shift as you pass, making the world seem both familiar and new, as if you've stepped into a dream where time moves slowly and nothing is rushed. The coolness of the air is refreshing against your skin, and the faint scent of herbs lingers in the night air, a reminder of the day's quiet work in the garden. The plants seem to hold their breath in the night, their leaves still, their petals closed tightly, awaiting the coming light of dawn. There is something peaceful in this stillness, a sense of calm that pervades the space and settles deep within you. As you walk, your thoughts begin to slow, your mind quieting in the way that only the night can inspire. There is no rush, no need to think of anything beyond the present moment. The gentle rhythm of your breath and the soft sounds of the night are all that exist in this space, and they are enough. The path winds gently through the garden, leading you toward the small pond at the far end, where the moon's reflection shimmers on the surface of the water. The stillness of the water mirrors the calm that fills the air, and you pause for a moment, gazing down at the glowing reflection of the moon, captivated by its quiet beauty. The pond, once a simple feature of the landscape, now seems like a gateway to another world, where time stands still and the chaos of the day is but a distant memory. You take a deep breath, inhaling the cool night air, and as you exhale, you feel a wave of relaxation sweep over you. The weight of the day lifts from your shoulders, and for a moment, you are free from the pull of responsibilities, from the demands of the waking world. It is just you, the night, and the peaceful world around you. The pond's surface ripples slightly as a soft breeze passes over it, creating a gentle disturbance in the moon's reflection. And for a moment, you feel a sense of connection to the world around you, a connection that transcends time and place. The moon continues its journey across the sky, and the night deepens further, wrapping the world in its cool embrace. You continue along the path, the stones beneath your feet now cool and smooth from the evening air, each step taking you further into the peaceful quiet of the night. There is no need to hurry, no destination to reach. The journey itself is enough, and you find comfort in the rhythm of your steps, the peacefulness of the night, and the slow unfolding of time. The quiet world around you is a sanctuary, a place of calm and reflection, where the mind can rest and the heart can find peace. The sky above is now a deep shade of indigo, and the stars have begun to twinkle faintly, like tiny jewels scattered across the dark expanse. The moon, high above, continues to cast its soft light over the garden, its silver glow creating long shadows that stretch across the path and dance on the leaves of the trees. The air is cool and refreshing, and with each breath you feel more grounded, more connected to the earth beneath you. As you walk, your thoughts become more distant, fading away like the last remnants of daylight. There is nothing more to do, nowhere else to go, only this moment, this quiet, this peace. The path begins to wind gently back toward the cottage, and you find yourself drawn back toward the warmth and comfort that awaits inside. But as you walk, you feel a sense of contentment that fills you completely, a feeling that the night, with all its stillness and beauty, has given you the time and space to find your own center, to reconnect with yourself and the world around you. The cottage door creaks softly as you open it, and the warmth of the hearth greets you, a stark contrast to the coolness of the night. You step inside, your footsteps muffled on the wooden floor, and the familiar sense of herbs, wood smoke, and warmth fill the air. The room is softly lit by the flickering flame of the fire, its glow casting dancing shadows across the walls. You remove your shoes, feeling the warmth of the floor beneath your feet, and move toward the hearth, where a kettle of warm tea awaits. The gentle sound of the kettle's whistle fills the space, and you pour the tea into a cup, its steam rising in delicate spirals. The warmth of the tea settles into your hands, and as you take a sip, you feel the last of the coolness from the night dissipate, leaving you wrapped in warmth and comfort. The fire crackles softly in the hearth, its flames casting a comforting glow over the room, and you settle into a chair by the fire, cradling the cup in your hands. The quiet of the night surrounds you, and you feel a deep sense of peace, knowing that the world outside, with all its noise and activity, is far away. In this moment, there is nothing more to do, no more places to be. There is only the quiet comfort of this space, the gentle warmth of the fire, and the soothing presence of the night. You lean back in your chair, closing your eyes for a moment, letting the warmth of the fire and the peace of the night settle deeply within you. Tomorrow will come with its own tasks and moments, But for now, you are here, in this space, in this time, and it is enough. The night will continue its slow, quiet journey, and so will you, carried gently by its rhythm into the peaceful embrace of rest. The dawn breaks slowly, casting a pale light over the world as the first rays of sunlight stretch lazily across the land, painting the earth with soft hues of gold and amber. The air, still crisp from the night, carries a faint scent of dew that clings to the grass and leaves, a delicate reminder of the quiet night that has just passed. The world feels suspended between night and day, as though it is holding its breath, awaiting the full arrival of the morning. In the garden, the once still flowers now begin to stir, their petals slowly unfurling to greet the warmth of the sun. The leaves, too, seem to stretch and wake, catching the first light of the day and shimmering softly as the breeze whispers through them. The rhythm of the world is gentle, unhurried, and everything feels as though it is moving at its own pace. Without urgency or demand, you stand in the doorway of the cottage, watching the transformation unfold before you, the quiet beauty of the moment filling your heart with a deep sense of calm. The morning is not a rush, not a call to action, but a slow unfolding of light and sound, a gentle invitation to step into the day with peace rather than haste. You step outside, your bare feet brushing against the cool, dew-kissed grass. The ground is firm beneath you, steady and reassuring, and with each step you feel more grounded, more connected to the earth. The quiet of the morning surrounds you, wrapping you in its soft embrace as you move through the garden. The path, worn smooth by years of use, stretches before you, inviting you to walk slowly, to take in the sights and sounds of the world waking. Up, the birds are beginning their morning songs, their calls rising and falling in the distance, and the rustling of leaves is now more pronounced, the breeze stronger as the sun climbs higher in the sky. The air, filled with the scent of earth and growth, feels fresh and alive, each breath a renewal of energy and calm. You walk along the garden path, your movements slow and deliberate, as if you are honoring the quiet beauty of the world around you. There is no need to rush, no need to get anywhere quickly. The day will unfold at its own pace, and you are simply here, present in this moment, taking each step with intention and care. The trees that line the path stretch their branches upward, their leaves catching the sunlight and casting gentle shadows on the ground below. The flowers, now fully open, sway slightly in the breeze, their colors vibrant and alive, adding a splash of beauty to the morning. The world feels full of possibilities, but none of them are pressing. None of them demand your attention right now. There is a peacefulness in this stillness, a reminder that life is not always about doing or achieving, but about being, about simply existing in the moment and appreciating the beauty that surrounds you. As you walk, you feel the weight of the day's potential shift within you, the knowledge that you are walking into a new chapter, a fresh beginning. But there is no rush to start that chapter, no urgency to move forward. For now, you are content in this quiet space, in this threshold between night and day, where time moves more slowly, more gently, and the only expectation is that you will take your next breath and your next step in harmony with the world around you. The sound of a distant stream catches your ear, the gentle gurgle of water flowing over smooth stones, and you follow the sound, knowing that it will lead you to the small pond at the far end of the garden. The pond, a place of quiet reflection, has always been a sanctuary for you, a place where you can sit and watch the water, letting your thoughts drift with the flow. Today, the pond is still, its surface smooth like glass, reflecting the sky and the surrounding trees in perfect symmetry. You sit down on the edge of the stone path, your legs crossed beneath you, and close your eyes for a moment, taking in the sound of the water and the gentle rustle of the leaves. The world feels far away now. The cares of the day, the tasks that await you, all seem distant, like they belong to someone else. Here, in this peaceful corner of the garden, there is only the moment, only the stillness, and the quiet acceptance of whatever comes next. As you open your eyes, you notice a small bird perched on a nearby branch, its bright eyes watching you. Curiously, you smile, feeling a connection to the small creature, knowing that it too is part of this quiet world, part of this slow, deliberate rhythm of life. The bird flits away with a soft flutter of wings, and you watch as it disappears into the trees, feeling a sense of gratitude for the simple beauty of the moment. The stillness of the morning begins to deepen, the sun climbing higher in the sky, warming the earth beneath you. You stand slowly, taking one last look at the pond, the trees, the sky. There is a quiet joy in knowing that this moment, this space, is yours to return to whenever you need it. As you make your way back to the cottage, you carry with you the peace of the morning, the knowledge that no matter what the day brings, you can always return to this quiet threshold, this space between night and day, where time moves slowly, and the only thing that matters is the rhythm of your breath, the stillness of your heart, and the quiet beauty of the world around you. And so, with a final glance at the garden, you step back into the cottage, ready to begin the day, but carrying with you the calm and peace of the quiet threshold you have just crossed. As the sun begins its slow descent towards the horizon, the world is bathed in a warm golden light, casting long, soft shadows that stretch across the ground, slowly fading into the cool embrace of the evening. The air, once heavy with the warmth of midday, now carries a refreshing coolness, the gentle shift marking the transition from day to night. The earth seems to exhale, releasing the heat it has held all afternoon, and in this soft exhale, the world feels a little lighter, a little slower, as if the pace of everything is deliberately slowing down to match the rhythm of the setting sun. In the garden, the flowers that had been busy opening in the morning now begin to fold in on themselves, retreating into the quiet of the night, while the trees stand tall and steady, their branches gently swaying with the breeze, as though they too are preparing for the coming of the night. The light filters through the leaves, creating a dappled effect on the ground, and the sound of the wind brushing through the branches is a soothing whisper, like a soft lullaby carried on the evening air. You stand in the doorway of the cottage, watching the scene unfold before you, the quiet beauty of the evening washing over you like a gentle wave. The day is winding down, and you feel the weight of it in your bones, a deep sense of peace that comes from having lived fully in each moment, without rushing, without distraction. There is no need to do anything now, no need to push forward or hurry. The world is at rest, and you, too, feel the call of rest as you take in the last moments of daylight. As the sun sinks lower, the colors of the sky shift from soft amber to deepening shades of pink and purple, the first stars beginning to twinkle faintly in the vast expanse above. The quiet of the evening settles over the land like a soft blanket, the air cool and soothing, the earth steady and grounded. You move through the garden slowly, your feet barely making a sound as you walk the familiar path. The same path you've walked so many times before, yet each time feels new, as if the garden holds a different story each day, a story that only reveals itself in the stillness of the evening. The scent of lavender and rosemary fills the air, mingling with the faint fragrance of the evening breeze, and you pause for a moment, taking a deep breath, letting the tranquility of the evening seep into your soul. The garden, now bathed in the soft glow of twilight, feels like a sanctuary, a place of peace where time slows down, and the only thing that matters is the rhythm of your breath and the quiet presence of the earth beneath your feet. You wonder, To the far end of the garden, where the small pond lies, its surface now dark and reflective, the still water mirroring the sky above. The moon, now fully risen, casts a soft glow on the water, and for a moment, everything is perfectly still. The world around you, once alive with the activity of the day, now feels like a distant memory, fading into the quiet of the evening. You sit at the edge of the pond, your feet dipping into the cool water, and close your eyes for a moment, letting the sounds of the night fill your ears. The distant chirp of crickets, the occasional rustle of leaves, and the soft sigh of the wind are the only sounds that reach you. And in this stillness, you feel connected to something larger, something timeless, something that exists beyond the ebb and flow of the day. The pond, its water still and clear, reflects the night sky, the stars twinkling like scattered diamonds in the darkness. It is a quiet reflection, a mirror of the world above and below, a reminder that everything, in its own time, finds its place. You feel a sense of calm wash over you, as if the night itself is cradling you in its embrace, offering you a moment of respite from the demands of the world. There is no need to think, no need to plan, no need to do anything at all. The evening is a time for being, for simply existing in the moment, and for the first time in a long while, you allow yourself to do just that. As the night deepens, the world around you becomes even quieter, the sounds of the evening fading into the stillness of the night. The stars above shine brightly, their light steady and unwavering, a reminder of the vastness of the universe and the quiet rhythm of existence. You stand up slowly, feeling the weight of the day lift off your shoulders as you make your way back to the cottage. The garden, the pond, the quiet evening, they will be here tomorrow. And the next day, and the next, always waiting, always steady, always offering their peace. And as you step back into the warmth of the cottage, the door closing softly behind, you bring with you the calm of the evening, the quiet rhythm of the earth, and the deep sense of rest that comes from simply being. The night has arrived, and with it comes the promise of rest, the promise of stillness, and the quiet assurance that all will be well, just as it always has been, just as it always will be. The early morning light filters through the thin gaps in the curtains, casting soft beams that stretch across the room, gently waking the earth from its slumber. The air, cool and fresh, carries the faint scent of dew from the garden outside, the earthy fragrance of the soil mingling with the delicate perfume of blooming flowers that begin to unfurl their petals in the quiet of dawn. As you open your eyes, the stillness of the room wraps itself around you like a familiar embrace, and for a moment the world feels as though it is holding its breath, waiting for the first sound of the day to break the silence. Your body, heavy with the rest of the night, stirs slowly, each movement a gentle reminder of the peace that comes with a night of uninterrupted sleep. The warmth of the blanket feels comforting against your skin, and the steady rise and fall of your breath is the only sound that fills the space, a rhythmic cadence that matches the pulse of the world around you. Outside, the first birds begin to sing, their song soft at first, like a whisper of the day's arrival, before gradually swelling into a symphony of sound that fills the air with life. The trees sway gently in the breeze, their leaves rustling, in a quiet dance, as though they too are stretching and awakening with the first light of day. The garden, still bathed in the soft glow of early sunlight, stands in quiet grace, the flowers reaching towards the sky as if to greet the promise of a new day. You take a slow, deep breath, feeling the freshness of the morning fill your lungs, and with each inhale, a sense of calm settles deeper into your chest. The world, though busy in its own way, moves at its own pace, unhurried and deliberate. There is no rush here, no need to force anything, just the simple, quiet unfolding of the day as it has always been. The room, bathed in the soft morning light, feels like a sanctuary, a place where time slows down and the quiet rhythm of life becomes more noticeable. You stretch gently, feeling the muscles in your arms and legs loosen, your body awakening, in sync with the world outside. The quiet stillness that fills the room is a balm for the soul, a reminder that in this moment there is no place you need to be, no task you need to complete, only the presence of the now. You rise from the bed, the floor cool beneath your bare feet, and move towards the window, pulling back the curtain just slightly to take in the view of the garden below. The early morning light casts long, delicate shadows across the ground, and the air is filled with the hum of nature waking up to another day. You stand for a moment, simply watching the world outside, taking in the beauty of the moment, the way the sunlight dances across the leaves, the way the flowers seem to glow with an inner light, the way the world is coming alive again, just as it has every morning since time began. The quiet rhythm of the morning is soothing, and as you stand there, you feel yourself being drawn into its gentle pace, allowing yourself to become part of the calm that surrounds you. The day is unfolding, but there is no urgency to it, no pressure to begin or accomplish anything. It will all come in time, at its own pace, and there is comfort in that certainty. The sounds of the garden, the breeze rustling through the trees, the birds singing their morning songs, all seem to merge into a single melody, a lullaby that carries the promise of a peaceful day ahead. You turn away from the window and move towards the small table by the corner of the room, where a cup of herbal tea sits, waiting for you. The warm steam rises from the cup, carrying the soothing fragrance of chamomile and mint, and you wrap your hands around the ceramic, feeling the warmth seep into your skin, grounding you in this moment. You take a slow sip, letting the warmth fill you, and as the tea spreads through your body, you feel a sense of peace settle deeper within you. The quiet rhythm of the morning continues around you, and for a few moments, you allow yourself to simply be fully present in the stillness, fully aware of the small movements of the world as it continues its slow, deliberate dance. The day has begun, but for now, it moves gently, without haste, as though there is nothing more important than simply being here, in this moment, with the soft light, the fresh air, and the quiet song of the morning surrounding you. With each passing second, the world moves a little slower, and you find yourself sinking deeper into the peace that this time of day brings. The morning light, the gentle hum of the garden, the steady rhythm of your own breath, they all come together to create a sense of stillness, a feeling of being perfectly in tune with the world around you. There is no need to rush, no need to worry. Everything is exactly as it should be. And in this moment, as the world outside begins to wake and the day stretches forward, you find yourself cradled in the quiet embrace of morning, where time moves softly, gently, and without urgency. The day has begun, but for now you are content to let it unfold at its own pace, to simply breathe, to simply be, and to watch as the quiet rhythm of life continues its steady course, unhurried, unbroken, and full of peace. The day continues its quiet unfolding, and with each passing moment, the world seems to slow even further, as though time itself has taken a deep breath and is allowing the events of the day to stretch out and breathe with it. The sunlight, now softer than before, filters through the trees outside, casting delicate, dappled shadows on the ground below. The air is cool, but the warmth of the sun still lingers in the breeze, carrying with it the faint fragrance of the earth, mingling with the scent of herbs drying in the sun. There is no rush, no sense of urgency here, just the peaceful rhythm of life moving steadily forward, one quiet moment at a time. As you sit by the window, the soft hum of the garden fills the room, the distant sound of birds in the trees, the gentle rustling of leaves as the breeze moves through them, and the quiet hum of nature's steady rhythm. Everything seems to be in perfect harmony, and for a moment you allow yourself to simply listen to the sounds of the world, letting them wash over you like a soothing balm, easing any tension or thoughts that may still linger from earlier in the day. Your body, still calm and rested from the morning's stillness, sinks deeper into the chair, the fabric of your clothing soft against your skin. You close your eyes for a moment, breathing in the fresh air from the open window, and let the stillness around you wrap itself around you like a warm blanket, grounding you in this peaceful moment. The world is moving, but it is not moving quickly. It is moving slowly, with purpose, each moment unfolding gently, without haste. This is a time for reflection, a time for noticing the small things that often go unnoticed in the busyness of life. The way the light shifts across the floor, the way the leaves sway in the breeze, the way your breath rises and falls with the rhythm of the world around you. Each breath you take feels like a connection to the earth beneath you, a reminder that you are part of this larger, slower rhythm, moving in harmony with everything that surrounds you. You allow yourself to rest in this quiet, knowing that there is nothing to do, nowhere to be, and no time frame in which to accomplish anything. The world is moving, but you are not bound by its pace. You are free to move at your own rhythm, to be present in this moment, to simply exist without expectation. Your thoughts, though still present, begin to slow and soften, fading into the background like the soft rustle of the wind in the trees. They are no longer demanding your attention, no longer racing ahead to the next thing, the next task. Instead, they are simply there, gentle and steady, like the breeze, moving through you but not overwhelming you. You sit for a while longer, simply breathing, simply being. The light outside continues to shift, the sun now hanging lower in the sky, its golden rays spilling across the garden and casting long shadows across the path. The stillness of the moment feels like a pause, a breath before the next chapter of the day begins. And yet, in this pause, there is no longing to move forward, no desire to rush. It is enough simply to be here, to experience this quiet moment of reflection, of connection with the world around you. Slowly, you rise from your seat, stretching your arms above your head and feeling the muscles in your back and shoulders release with the movement. You move toward the small table where a fresh cup of herbal tea sits, steam rising from its surface in delicate spirals. You pick it up, the warmth of the ceramic cup comforting in your hands, and take a slow sip, letting the soothing herbal blend settle gently in your chest. The tea, warm and fragrant, feels like a continuation of the stillness you have been cultivating, each sip reinforcing the peace that now fills the room. You glance outside once more, watching as the last rays of sunlight fade behind the horizon, casting the sky in hues of pink and orange. The air grows cooler, and the first stars begin to appear in the sky, faint but steady, like old friends, reappearing after a long absence. The garden, now bathed in the soft glow of twilight, seems to shimmer with quiet beauty, the flowers closing their petals for the night, the leaves settling into stillness, and the world preparing for the gentle embrace of nightfall. You return to your seat by the window, the quiet rhythm of your breath continuing to match the rhythm of the world outside. In this space, there is no rush. There is only the present, only the steady, comforting pulse of life that moves through. Everything grounding you in the stillness, reminding you that even as the world changes around you, there is always this quiet space to return to, a space where time slows, where reflection is welcomed, and where you can simply be. With each passing moment, you are reminded that the world does not need to be rushed, that it can unfold gently, one breath at a time, one moment of reflection at a time. And in this quiet pace, there is a kind of peace that comes from simply allowing yourself to move with it, to move at the same rhythm, and to let the quiet world carry you gently through the rest of the day, without haste, Without worry, only presence. As the evening draws closer, the air shifts with the subtle coolness of twilight, a gentle reminder that the day's warmth is slowly giving way to the comforting chill of night. The sky, once a bright canvas of blue, has now deepened into a softer shade, painted with the first hints of lavender and indigo, a prelude to the stars that will soon emerge in their quiet glory. The world outside, still bathed in the fading light of the sun, seems to hold its breath, as if awaiting the final transition from day to night. The soft rustle of leaves in the garden and the distant hum of insects fill the space, but there is an undeniable hush, as though the world is gradually winding down, ready to slip into the peaceful embrace of the coming night. Your body, too, seems to feel the shift, the gentle pull of the evening's quiet energy. The weight of the day, its activities, its tasks, begins to feel lighter, and the need for motion seems to fade, replaced by the soothing stillness that evening always brings. As you sit in the quiet of your room, the soft glow of the setting sun casting warm light across the space, you are drawn inward, reflecting on the stillness that surrounds you. There is a peace here, an acceptance of the slow rhythms that govern both the natural world and your own heart, a sense of calm that grows as the world around you prepares for rest. The faint smell of herbs still lingers in the air, their fragrance grounding you, reminding you of the peaceful walk you took earlier, the time spent gathering and tending, the connection you've made with the earth today. You breathe in deeply, allowing the scents of rosemary, lavender, and chamomile to fill your lungs, grounding you further in this moment. The world outside is quiet now, the birds having retired to their nests, and the garden, once bustling with life, now stands still, its flowers closing for the night, their petals folded inward as they prepare for the quiet hours ahead. There is a stillness in the air, a serenity that feels both timeless and fleeting, like the last moments of sunlight before it slips completely behind the horizon. You allow yourself to sink deeper into the peace that surrounds you, your thoughts growing softer, quieter, like the evening itself. There is no need for words, no need for action, only the gentle passage of time as the world shifts from one phase to another. The steady rhythm of your breath mirrors the quiet pulse of the earth. Each inhale and exhale, a reminder of the connection you share with everything around you. In this moment, there is nothing you need to do but simply be, allowing yourself to be present in the stillness, embracing the quiet shadows that lengthen across the garden and stretch into your room. Outside, the first star appears in the sky, its faint light barely visible against the darkening blue, a silent sentinel marking the beginning of the night's watch. The wind has picked up just slightly, and the rustling of the leaves outside creates a gentle, rhythmic melody that lulls your mind further into calm. You close your eyes for a moment, feeling the coolness of the air on your skin and the weight of the stillness around you. The space within you, once filled with the noise and clutter of the day, now feels clear and open, like the sky overhead, free of distraction, free of hurry. As the evening deepens, the light in the room grows dimmer, the flicker of candlelight, casting dancing shadows across the walls. The warmth of the day has faded, and now, as night begins to settle fully over the earth, there is a quiet invitation to rest, to release, to allow yourself to be held in the comfort of the present moment. You take another slow, steady breath, letting the evening's calm settle into your bones, feeling your body soften with the natural rhythm of the world's shift into night. There is no pressure here, no rush to move forward, only the quiet, assurance that this moment, this time is enough, that everything that needs to be done will unfold in its own time. For now, there is only the peace of the present, the quiet beauty of the evening that holds you gently in its embrace. The stars above now shine fully, their light casting a soft glow over the earth. A reminder that even in the darkest hours, there is beauty, there is light. The garden, too, has transformed in the quiet of the evening, its edges softened by the darkness, its contours blurred into the shadows, creating a space where the world feels both expansive and intimate. In the quiet of this moment, you feel at home, grounded in the stillness, connected to the rhythms of the earth and the stars above. There is no need for anything more. Just this moment, this peace, this quiet acceptance of the world's gentle transition from day to night. The moon rises slowly, its silver glow casting a soft light over the world, bathing everything in its serene radiance. The garden, once filled with the vibrant colors of daytime, now seems to come alive in a more subtle way, its contours softened by the moonlight, creating an almost dreamlike atmosphere. The flowers, still fresh from the day's sunlight, now rest quietly, their petals closed against the cool night air, but they are not asleep. They are simply pausing, waiting for the night to pass, like the world around them, holding their breath, before the morning sun wakes them once again. The air feels different at night, cooler and more fragrant, as if the earth itself has exhaled and is now wrapped in the peace of the dark. The sound of crickets fills the space, their song steady and rhythmic, a lullaby for the earth itself, while the soft whisper of the wind dances through the trees, carrying with it the scent of damp earth and the faint sweetness of the flowers that bloom only under the cover of darkness. Everything feels still, but not empty. The world is full in its quietness, every shadow holding a story, every rustle of leaves speaking a language only the night understands. Beneath the moon, the garden is a place of refuge, where time slows and everything seems to soften, as though the world itself is gently settling into a peaceful slumber. You sit in the quiet, watching as the light from the moon bathes the garden. In silver, the path before you just barely visible, a trail leading deeper into the night, and you are content in the stillness. The cool stone beneath you is a welcome contrast to the warmth of the day, grounding you in the present moment, and you find yourself breathing more slowly, more deeply, as if the rhythm of the earth and the sky is syncing with your own pulse. The light from the moon reflects off the surfaces around you, shimmering across the leaves, making them look like they're covered in silver dust. The flowers, their petals closed for the night, appear delicate, like pieces of porcelain, their fragrance still lingering in the air, mixing with the scent of herbs and earth. There is a subtle beauty in the way everything seems to pause in the moonlight, as if time itself has slowed to match the peaceful pulse of the night. It's a feeling that you can't quite grasp with words, but it fills your chest with a quiet sense of contentment. It's the kind of peace that only comes after a day well spent, after the tasks have been completed, after the work has been done, and there's nothing left to do but sit, to breathe, to be. As you gaze at the moon, its light growing brighter as it climbs higher in the sky, you are reminded of the way the world shifts, of how the earth moves in its cycles, of how the night always follows the day. It's a rhythm that repeats itself, endlessly, an eternal dance between light and dark, between wakefulness and rest, between action and stillness. There is something deeply reassuring about it, about knowing that no matter what happens, the cycle will continue. The moon will rise, the stars will blink into existence, the crickets will sing, and the garden will rest, waiting for the dawn. In this moment, you feel small, yet completely connected to everything around you. The vastness of the night sky above, the soft beauty of the moonlit garden, the steady rhythm of your own breath, all of it feels like a single, harmonious whole. A song that's been playing for as long as the world has existed. There's nothing you need to do, nothing you need to change. You are exactly where you need to be, in this quiet space, in this moonlit garden, at this moment in time. The world around you continues to hum with life, But here, in the quiet of the night, everything is perfectly still, perfectly whole. You close your eyes for a moment, feeling the cool breeze on your face, listening to the soft sounds of the night, and you allow yourself to simply be. The weight of the day's activities has lifted, leaving only the soft, comforting presence of the night. You are at peace, and in this peace, you find everything you need. The moon, high above you now, continues its steady climb across the sky, its light bathing the world in its gentle glow, and you sit there in the quiet of the garden, surrounded by the stillness of the night, knowing that you are part of this great, beautiful cycle, this endless rhythm of time and space. It's a moment of deep connection, of feeling the pulse of the earth beneath you and the pulse of the stars above you, knowing that you are held in the gentle embrace of this vast, peaceful universe. The night stretches out before you, and with each breath, you are drawn deeper into its stillness, into its quiet embrace, until all that remains is the soft rhythm of your own breath and the steady pulse of the earth beneath you. In this moment, you are home. The winds begin to shift as evening descends, carrying with them the coolness of the approaching night, and the garden, once bathed in the warmth of the fading sun, now feels the embrace of the night's cool breath. The breeze rustles through. The leaves, soft whispers that seem to speak in a language only the earth understands, a gentle reminder that everything, even the stillness of the night, is always moving, always shifting, never quite the same as it was before. Each gust carries with it the scent of the world earth, flowers, and the faint traces of the day's warmth that still linger in the air. But now there is a hint of something more, something ancient and familiar, as though the wind is a messenger from a time long past, bringing with it the stories of the earth. The garden, bathed now in the soft light of twilight, feels alive with the energy of the night, the plants and flowers reaching toward the darkness, as though they too are listening to the whispers carried by the wind, attuned to the same rhythms that pulse through the trees and across the sky. You can feel the pulse of the earth beneath you, steady and unbroken, and the wind, moving through the branches, feels like a conversation, a shared secret between the air and the land. As the breeze grows stronger, the garden seems to breathe. With it, the flowers swaying, the trees creaking, and the earth itself seeming to exhale, sending ripples through the stillness. The world becomes a symphony of whispers, the wind, the trees, the distant sound of a night bird calling out from the shadows, all of it blending into a soft, melodic hum that speaks of cycles, of change, and of the passage of time. The first stars begin to blink into view, their tiny lights twinkling in the vastness of the sky. And as you sit in the quiet garden, surrounded by the symphony of the night, you feel as though you, too, are becoming part of the story the wind is telling. The world around you is not silent, but alive with its own quiet song, and you are an integral part of it, listening, breathing, and existing within it as the wind carries its whispers through the night. There's a stillness to the night that is not an absence of sound, but a presence in itself, a presence that is felt in the subtle vibrations of the air, in the shifting of the leaves, in the breath of the earth that moves beneath you. The night is not empty, but full of memories, of stories, of cycles that have been unfolding long before you arrived, and will continue long after you've gone. The wind carries all of it, the stories of the trees, of the animals, of the stars, and of the earth itself, whispering them to those who will listen. As you sit in the garden, the evening deepening around you, you feel the weight of the world's history, its stories, its silent song, and you realize that you, too, are part of this story. The wind that moves through the garden carries the echoes of every leaf, every twig, every moment in time, and it carries you, too, moving you gently forward, pulling you into the dance of the earth and the sky. The breeze brushes your skin, cool and soft, and as you breathe in deeply, you feel yourself become part of the air itself, your body connected to the garden, to the wind, to the earth beneath you. The wind has its own rhythm, its own song, and you are learning its melody. Each gust, each whisper, carries with it the sense of something greater, something timeless, and you sit there, in the center of it all, breathing in the night, listening to the stories it tells. The wind stirs the branches overhead, sending the leaves trembling, and you are reminded of how everything is in motion, how everything, no matter how still it may seem, is always in a state of change. The plants in the garden, the trees, the earth itself, they are all constantly shifting, growing, evolving, just as you are. The wind, with its quiet whispers, speaks of this movement, this constant flow of time that carries us all along with it, whether we are ready or not. You sit still, anchored by the earth beneath you, but your mind is carried away by the whispers of the wind, by the movement of the night, by the stories that are unfolding all around you. There is a peace in this movement, in knowing that change is constant, that the world is never truly still, but always flowing, always evolving. The wind carries the promise of new beginnings, of endless possibilities, of the quiet unfolding of the night into the day, of the earth's eternal rhythms that are always shifting, always turning, always moving forward. You close your eyes. For a moment, letting the wind brush against your face, and in that brief moment, you are fully present, fully connected to the world around you, to the wind, to the earth, to the stories that are being whispered in the quiet of the night. The wind carries with it the promise of tomorrow, but for now, you are content to sit in the quiet, to breathe in the stories it carries, to listen to the wind's soft, ancient song as it moves through the garden, through the trees, through the world. The night is alive with whispers, with stories, with the quiet pulse of the earth, and you are part of it all. As you sit there, surrounded by the soft, soothing rhythm of the night, you feel the weight of the day fall away, leaving only the peace of the present moment. The wind moves through the garden, through the trees, through the night, and you are carried with it, part of the world's endless, beautiful dance. Welcome to this story, where the world is calm and time seems to slow, allowing for quiet reflection and peaceful solitude. The morning light is soft as it filters through the window, casting a golden hue over the familiar surroundings. The room feels like a sanctuary, a space where the rush of the world outside cannot penetrate. There is no sound except the gentle hum of the wind stirring the leaves outside, and the faint chirp of birds greeting the first rays of dawn. The air carries with it a coolness that refreshes but doesn't chill, filling the room with a gentle clarity that seems to settle the mind. A cup of herbal tea rests in her hands, its warmth soothing your fingers, and its fragrance mingles with the soft scent of dried herbs that hang from the beams overhead, their presence comforting and familiar. It's a moment to breathe, to simply be, without any demands or distractions. The sun climbs higher in the sky, but its rays are still tender, still stretching their golden fingers over the earth slowly, as if in reverence of the quiet morning. That has just begun. Outside, the garden is coming to life, the colors of flowers unfolding slowly, as if savoring each moment of light before they stretch into full bloom. The leaves on the trees are shifting gently, swaying in the soft breeze, and the air is filled with the earthy scent of dew-kissed grass. It's a perfect stillness, the kind of silence that envelops you, fills the space around you, and allows everything else to fade away. The world feels at peace, as if nothing in this moment needs to change, and nothing needs to be rushed. Each breath you take is steady and deep, the rhythm of your body in perfect harmony with the stillness surrounding you. As you sit there, Lost in the quiet beauty of the morning, you realize that this moment, this simple, slow beginning to the day, is enough. The tasks that lie ahead can wait, for right now, all that matters is being present, being in the moment. You sip your tea, the warmth spreading through you, grounding you in the present, reminding you that life is often at its best when lived in simplicity. The day outside is unfolding, but inside there is a sense of timelessness, a peace that wraps itself around you like a soft blanket. The air seems to hum with the gentle rhythm of life, a rhythm that is slow, steady, and unwavering. There are no pressures here, no expectations, only the quiet unfolding of a morning that is content to be exactly as it is. The sun has risen. Higher, its golden glow now spilling across the room, casting long, soft shadows along the floor. But it does so without haste, as though taking its time to enjoy the beauty of the day as much as you are. The birds outside continue their gentle song, their calls weaving in and out of the silence like a soft melody, one that calms the mind and soothes the spirit. You take another sip of tea, and the warmth spreads through you, deepening your sense of peace. You sit for a while longer, enjoying the stillness, allowing the quiet to fill you, to bring you into alignment with the calm of the morning. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go. For now, you are exactly where you need to be, immersed in the simplicity and beauty of a morning that doesn't demand anything from you except your presence. It's a rare moment, one that many overlook, but here, in this quiet space, you have the gift of time to reflect, to breathe, and to simply exist in the moment. The world may be moving outside, but within this space, it feels as though time has slowed, just for you, just for this moment. You finish your tea, the cup now empty, but the feeling of warmth remains. The peaceful stillness lingers, even as the light grows brighter and the sounds of the world outside become a little more pronounced. The birds sing a little louder, the breeze rustles the leaves more actively, and the garden blooms with the energy of the new day. But the tranquility you have gathered in these quiet moments stays with you, tucked deep within, like a secret you carry with you. As you rise from your seat and stretch, your body feels light yet grounded, as though it too has absorbed the calm of the morning. The world outside awaits, but for now, you are not in a hurry. There is no rush to begin the day. The pace of the morning has already set the tone gentle, steady, and without urgency. And as you step forward into the new day, you carry with you the quiet peace of the morning, knowing that this calm, this stillness, will remain within you, no matter what the day may bring. As the sun dips lower in the sky, casting long shadows across the garden, a sense of calm settles over the land, and the world begins to transition from day to night. The air is still warm, but there is a coolness that slowly begins to creep in, a hint of the night that is to come. The garden, once bright and full of life under the harsh midday sun, now takes on a more subdued, peaceful tone. The colors of the flowers soften, their bright hues now muted by the fading light, and the leaves of the trees rustle gently in the evening breeze, their edges shimmering with a faint golden glow. The sounds of the day begin to quiet, replaced by the subtle symphony of dusk, the chirping of crickets, the soft hoot of an owl somewhere deep in the woods, and the distant rustle of leaves as the wind picks up slightly, carrying with it the scent of earth, of flowers, and of something ancient, something timeless. You walk slowly through the garden, taking in the peaceful transformation, the way the world seems to slow down as the day slips away and the night begins to take its place. The path beneath your feet is cool now, the stones worn smooth by the eye. Years of footsteps, their surfaces still warm from the day's sun, but slowly losing their heat as the evening progresses. The flowers that once seemed to be bursting with color and life are now closed, their petals folded tightly against the cool air, as though they too are preparing for the night. You pass by the fig tree, its leaves rustling softly in the wind, and pause for a moment to breathe in the rich, sweet scent of the fruit that hangs from its branches, ripening as the season shifts. The tree stands tall and strong, its gnarled branches stretching out like arms, welcoming the approaching night. And its deep green leaves glow softly in the fading light, their edges tinged with the golden hues of dusk. There is something deeply comforting about the stillness of the garden at this hour, the way everything seems to settle into its place, the way the rhythm of the day gives way to the peaceful rhythm of the evening. The world slows, not with a jarring halt, but with a gentle easing, as though the earth itself is sighing in relief, taking a moment to rest before the quiet of the night envelops it completely. You continue along the path, your steps slow and deliberate, and your eyes are drawn to the sky above, where the first stars begin to twinkle softly, their light faint but steady, like the quiet pulse of the universe itself. The colors of the sky shift from the soft, pale blues of the afternoon to the deeper shades of purple and indigo that signal the coming of night. The clouds, once white and fluffy, now take on shades of pink and orange as the sun dips lower, casting a warm, golden light across the landscape. The air is cooler now, and the wind picks up slightly, sending a shiver down your spine as it brushes against your skin. You reach the small pond at the heart of the garden, its still waters reflecting the colors of the sky above and the faint glow of the stars that are beginning to appear. The pond is quiet, its surface undisturbed except for the occasional ripple caused by the movement of a fish or the light touch of a falling leaf. The water is dark now, the depth of the pond hidden in the shadows, and the lily that float upon it are closed, their white petals now closed tightly against the evening chill. The scene is peaceful, almost ethereal, and for a moment you stand, still, taking in the quiet beauty of the world around you, the serenity of the garden at dusk, the stillness of the pond, the gentle rustle of the leaves, and the soft, steady rhythm of your own breath. The air is cool, but not cold, the perfect temperature to make you feel alive, alert, and yet completely at ease. The sounds of the garden, the soft breeze, the distant calls of night creatures, all blend together into a soft lullaby, a melody that seems to carry you away, pulling you gently into the rhythm of the night. You take a deep breath, filling your lungs with the fresh, earthy air, and feel the weight of the day lift from your shoulders. The garden, the pond, the trees, the stars, they all seem to welcome you into this peaceful moment, a moment where time slows, where the worries of the world are distant, and where the simple act of breathing becomes an act of peace. You turn away from the pond, your feet following the familiar path as it winds deeper into the garden, leading you toward the small herbal work area that you visit each day. The soft, muted light of the evening casts long shadows across the stone walls, and the air is filled with the rich, earthy scent of the herbs that hang from the rafters, drying in the gentle warmth of the day's fading light. You move slowly through the space, your fingers grazing the jars and baskets that line the shelves, each one holding its own treasure, each herb carefully gathered and preserved, a quiet tribute to the land that has nourished them. The smell of dried lavender, chamomile, and rosemary fills the air, and for a moment you close your eyes and let the fragrances wash over you, calming your mind, soothing your spirit. The world outside is growing darker, but inside, the soft light of the setting sun still lingers, casting long, gentle beams of light through the open windows, illuminating the dust motes that dance lazily in the air. You sit down on the small stool near the window and take a moment to collect your thoughts. The day is winding down, and with it, so too do the last traces of the world's noise and hurry. The night is coming, and with it, the promise of rest, of peace, and of quiet, unhurried time. You take a deep breath, and for a moment, the world feels perfect in its stillness, perfect in its quietness, and perfect in the knowledge that, for now, all is as it should be. As twilight deepens, the soft light of the evening fades, gradually replaced by the rich shadows of the night. The air grows cooler, and the once golden sky now stretches in hues of deep purple, the last traces of daylight retreating into the Yaqui horizon. The garden, now bathed in the soft, quiet light of dusk, holds a sense of tranquility, as though the world itself has paused to catch its breath. The flowers, now closed, have relinquished their brilliance for the night, their colors softened into shadows, blending with the foliage that stretches across the landscape like a blanket of calm. The once vibrant garden is now a symphony of muted tones, grays, blues, and purples, blending together in perfect harmony. The gentle rustling of the leaves in the evening breeze is the only sound that accompanies the soft whisper of your footsteps. As you walk through the familiar paths, each step you take is slower, measured, as though you are in no rush, as though the world around you has slowed, and you too are being invited to join in its unhurried pace. The coolness of the evening. Air wraps around you like a blanket, comforting and gentle, inviting you to pause, to breathe deeply, and to be still. You pause near the fig tree, its branches stretching wide into the air, the leaves now shimmering in the last remnants of light. The fruit that once hung in abundance is now ripening, each fig a soft promise of sweetness to come. The tree stands, still and strong, rooted deeply in the earth, its ancient presence a reminder of the cycles of life that continue, undisturbed, through the seasons. Its gnarled bark, rough to the touch, grounds you in the moment, reminding you of the connection between yourself and the earth beneath your feet. A deep sense of peace washes over you as you stand there for a moment, letting the stillness of the evening soak into your bones, allowing the silence of the garden to envelop you completely. The distant sound of an owl's call breaks the silence, echoing softly through the trees, its voice both mysterious and comforting. The owl's call is a reminder that the night is fully upon the world now, and that this time of day, this sacred space between day and night, holds within it a quiet power. There is something timeless about this moment, the way the garden and the world around you seem to exhale, letting go of the busyness of the day and settling into the quiet rhythms of the evening. The stars are beginning to appear, twinkling faintly in the sky above, their light soft and steady, as though they are keeping watch over the earth below. You take a deep breath, filling your lungs with the cool night air, and feel the weight of the day lift from your shoulders. There is no urgency here, no demands or responsibilities pressing upon you. This moment, this time of twilight, is a gift and invitation to simply be. The stars above, the rustling of the leaves, the soft hum of the night air, and the distant calls of creatures hidden in the shadows form a quiet symphony, one that fills the space around you with peace. You take a few more steps, moving slowly, savoring the stillness. The world feels vast, and yet in this quiet moment, you feel deeply connected to it. The earth beneath your feet, the sky above, the trees surrounding you, everything seems to be holding its breath, waiting for the night to fully settle in. As you walk through the garden, you are drawn to the small pond nestled at its heart. The water, now still, reflects the deepening sky above, the stars shining softly in its surface. The lilies that float upon the water are closed for the night, their delicate petals tucked away, but their leaves still float gently upon the surface, undisturbed by the stillness of the night. The pond, like the garden, holds within it a quiet serenity, a calm that invites you to stop, to sit, and to reflect. You sit on the stone bench nearby, your legs stretching out in front of you, and gaze at the pond, watching the reflection of the stars ripple gently with each breath of wind. The coolness of the stone beneath you grounds you, and the stillness of the night surrounds you, creating a sanctuary of peace. Your thoughts begin to slow, like the garden itself, as the quiet of the evening settles into your mind. There is no rush here, no need to accomplish anything or to go anywhere. You are simply present, existing in this moment, surrounded by the beauty and peace of the night. You take a moment to reflect on the day, the simple, quiet tasks that filled it, the way the world seemed to slow and settle into its natural rhythm. There were no demands, no urgency, only a steady unfolding of time, each moment flowing into the next with ease and grace. The day was filled with small, meaningful actions, gathering herbs, tending to the plants, walking through the garden, and each of these moments held within it a quiet peace. And now, as the night settles fully around you, you are reminded that life does not need to be rushed, does not need to be filled with noise or hurry. There is beauty in the stillness, in the quiet moments that allow you to simply be. The soft rustle of the leaves in the breeze, the distant call of the owl, the gentle movement of the water in the pond, all of these sounds, all of these simple sensations come together to create a world that feels complete, that feels whole. As the stars shine brightly overhead and the night deepens around you, you feel a deep sense of gratitude for this time of peace, for this quiet moment of connection with the world around you. And as the garden continues to settle into its nocturnal rhythms, you know that this moment, this peaceful twilight, will remain with you long after the night has passed. It is a reminder that peace, true peace, is always available, always waiting, for you to slow down and listen. As you rise from the stone bench, you take one last deep breath, filling your lungs with the cool night air, and feel the quiet strength of the night carry you forward. You walk back toward the house, the path now bathed in the soft glow of the moonlight, and as you reach the door, you pause for a moment, looking back at the garden one last time. The world outside is peaceful, and as the door closes behind you, the quiet embrace of the night settles in, wrapping you in its calm and gentle rhythms. As the night deepens, the world outside your window is transformed into a vast expanse of darkness, broken only by the soft shimmer of starlight that glows faintly through the trees. The quiet hum of the evening surrounds you, filling the air with a sense of stillness and calm that stretches infinitely in all directions. The cool air of the night creeps in through the open window, carrying with it the earthy scents of the forest-damp leaves, cool soil, and the subtle fragrance of the herbs you gathered earlier, These scents linger in the room, mixing with the warmth of the house, creating a peaceful, grounding atmosphere that invites you to slow, to settle, and to simply be. The house, too, has grown still, the creaks and murmurs of the day now replaced by a deep silence that feels almost sacred. The rhythmic ticking of the clock on the wall is the only sound that breaks the quiet, its steady beat a reminder that time continues to move, even in the stillness of night. It is a sound that brings comfort, like a heartbeat echoing in the silence. You sit quietly in the center of the room, the soft light of the candle casting gentle shadows on the walls, and take a deep breath. The air feels cooler now, more refreshing, as though the night is offering you a moment to pause and reconnect with the rhythm of the earth. The peace that settles in this hour is a peace that can only be found in the quiet hours of the night, when the world slows and the body and mind are given the space to rest. There is no rush, no pressure, only the slow, steady pulse of time, moving forward. It is in these moments of quiet reflection that you are reminded of the simple truths that often get lost in the noise of the day, truths about patience, presence, and the power of stillness. The world, in its quiet slumber, holds so much beauty in the subtle, unnoticed moments, the way the light shifts as the stars move across the sky, the soft rustling of leaves in the breeze, the delicate fragrance of night-blooming flowers that open only in the dark. These moments are fleeting, but they are also the essence of the world's quiet strength, the pulse of life that continues even when it is not seen. You rise from your seat and move toward the window, looking out at the night. The sky is a deep, velvety black, with stars scattered across it like tiny points of light, far away but somehow connected, their steady glow a silent reminder of the vastness of the universe and the quiet power it holds. The trees sway gently in the wind, their branches reaching up toward the sky as though in silent prayer. The world outside is calm, peaceful, and you stand there for a moment, breathing in the cool night air, feeling the stillness seep into your bones. It is in this moment of quiet connection that you are reminded of the deep strength that comes from simply being. There is a power in stillness, a quiet force that moves through the world when everything else seems to be at rest. The night, in all its beauty and simplicity, offers a space for reflection, for peace, and for renewal. It is in the stillness of night that you find the space to hear your own thoughts clearly, to reconnect with the deeper parts of yourself that often go unnoticed in the busyness of the day. The moon, now rising higher in the sky, casts a soft, silvery glow across the landscape, turning the garden into a dreamlike scene. The flowers, now closed for the night, seem to shimmer in the light, their petals glowing softly as if holding on to the last bits of daylight. The air is cooler now, the breeze carrying with it the freshness of the night, a reminder that the world is always in motion, always changing, even in the quietest of moments. As you stand there, taking in the beauty of the night, you realize that there is a certain peace that comes from embracing the night's quiet embrace. The stillness of the night allows you to rest, to reset, and to recharge, giving you the strength to face the day ahead with a renewed sense of calm. The world may be full of noise and chaos, but in the quiet hours of the night, you are reminded that peace can always be found when you take the time to listen, to slow, and to simply be. The moment you are in now, a moment of stillness and reflection, is a gift, a chance to pause, to breathe deeply, and to connect with the quiet strength of the night. It is in these moments that you realize how much you have within you, how much strength you can draw from the simple act of being present, of listening to the quiet, and of allowing the world to unfold at its own pace. As the night continues to unfold, the quiet stillness surrounds you, cradling you in its embrace. You feel a deep sense of gratitude for this moment of peace, for the gift of stillness, and for the reminder that you are part of something much larger than yourself, something that moves in rhythm with the world, even when you are not aware of it. The night is not just a time for rest. It is a time for reflection, for connection, and for renewal. It is a time when the world slows and gives you the space to breathe, to reset, and to find your center again. And as you stand there, looking out at the peaceful landscape, you know that the quiet strength of the night will stay with you, guiding you gently into the next moment, into the next day, and into the quiet power of simply being. The night air feels different now, heavier in a way that speaks of the earth's quiet surrender to the passing hours. Beneath the canopy of stars, time seems to stretch endlessly, yet it also moves with a certain fluidity, almost imperceptible, like the gentle flow of water over smooth stones. The faint scent of damp earth and dew-laden grass lingers in the air, blending with the sweet fragrances of the herbs that are dried and resting in the corner of the room. The cool breeze slips in through the open window, stirring the edges of the curtains in a slow, deliberate rhythm. It's a rhythm that echoes the slow beat of the heart, the breath, the passage of time itself. In this moment, there is no rush, no urgency, only the quiet, steady unfolding of the night. The world outside is calm, bathed in the soft, silver glow of the moon, and for a brief moment, everything seems to be suspended in a state of peaceful stillness. There is a certain tranquility to the night that is hard to explain, a sense of being both fully present and yet, somehow, detached from the weight of the world's demands. It's as though the universe itself has slowed down just enough for you to catch your breath, to pause and simply observe, without needing to act or react. The trees stand tall and silent, their leaves whispering faintly in the breeze, as though exchanging secrets only they understand. The stars overhead twinkle in their vast, quiet constellations, each one a distant world. Yet here they are, together in the same sky, united by the same rhythm of existence. Time feels timeless in this space, and yet it passes, quietly, unnoticed. As you sit by the window, watching the scene unfold before you, you are reminded of how much of life is like this, quiet, unspoken, yet full of meaning. The moments between the hours, the soft pauses between actions, all the little things that seem insignificant at first glance, but when strung together, create the fabric of life itself. You breathe deeply, drawing in the cool, crisp air of the night, and feel the weight of the day lift from your shoulders. The quiet passage of time is soothing, almost meditative. It allows you to release whatever has clung to you throughout the day, to exhale all the accumulated tension and simply be. In this silence, there is no pressure to fill the space with words or actions, no need to keep moving, no need to rush forward. There is only the present moment, and in that moment, everything is as it should be. The stillness becomes almost sacred, a reminder that in this vast, chaotic world, there are pockets of peace that can be found when you stop to look for them. As the moon climbs higher in the sky, casting its soft, silver light across the land, you feel yourself becoming more attuned to the rhythm of the night. The breeze carries with it the sounds of the world settling into its natural cadence, the gentle chirping of crickets, the distant call of an owl, the rustling of leaves as the wind dances through the trees. Each sound is a note in the symphony of the night, a melody that speaks to something deep inside you, something primal and ancient, a connection to the earth that transcends time and space. There is a wisdom in the quiet, a knowledge that only comes when you allow yourself to listen, to be still, and to let the world speak to you in its own way. The moments pass slowly, as though time itself is stretching out, giving you room to breathe, room to simply be. The soft glow of the moon reflects off the surface of the water in the distant stream, its ripples carrying the moon's light in delicate patterns across the dark water. The air feels cooler now, the night beginning to settle into its deepest. most peaceful phase, and as you watch the moonlight dance across the landscape, you feel the weight of the day fade into the background, replaced by a profound sense of peace. It is in this quiet space, this moment of stillness, that you realize how much you have been holding on to. The worries, the tasks, the demands of the world, all of it seems distant now, like a forgotten echo. You are reminded that there is no need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, that it is okay to release, to let go, to rest. The quiet passage of time offers you this opportunity, this gift of space, and you take it, allowing yourself to simply be, to breathe, to rest in the peace that the night offers. You are not alone in this stillness. The world is here with you, moving slowly, breathing deeply, and for a moment, you are in perfect harmony with the rhythm of the earth. There is no rush to go anywhere, no hurry to do anything. The quiet of the night holds you in its gentle embrace, offering you the gift of rest, of renewal, of peace. And as the night deepens, you settle further into the stillness, knowing that this time, this space is yours. The world outside may be moving, but here, in this quiet sanctuary, time moves at its own pace, slow and steady, and you are free to simply be. The night deepens, wrapping the world in a blanket of quiet shadows, and beneath this shroud, everything seems to breathe in unison slowly, deliberately, without rush or worry. The moon, full and luminous, casts its silver glow over the landscape, painting everything in shades of light and dark, where the edges blur and the world feels suspended between dreams and reality. In this moment, you are merely a quiet observer, sitting at the threshold of the night, feeling the pulse of life all around you, yet removed from it, as though you are floating above it, a silent witness to the gentle unfolding of time. The trees stand tall and still, their branches swaying faintly in the breeze, like ancient sentinels guarding the secrets of the night. The air is cool, carrying the earthy scent of the forest floor, mixed with the sweet fragrance of wildflowers and herbs that have long since dried, their memories lingering in the air like the faintest whisper of the past. Your breath moves steadily, drawn in and exhaled with purpose, and you feel the weight of the world around you settle into your chest, each breath grounding you further into the moment. There is a stillness here that is unlike any other, a calm that transcends the passing of time and the demands of the waking world. It is the kind of stillness that invites you to pause, to reflect, and to simply be. The sounds of the night are soft, almost imperceptible, the occasional rustle of leaves, the distant chirp of crickets, the low hoot of an owl perched high above, watching the world with its ancient eyes. These sounds form a quiet symphony, not meant to stir or rattle, but to soothe and calm, to guide you deeper into the quiet space that is the heart of the night. As you sit in this peaceful solitude, the thoughts that once swirled around in your mind begin to slow, to fade, until they are no more than the faintest echoes of a far-off dream. In their place, there is only the present moment, the world around you, and the rhythm of your own breath. The night has a way of quieting everything, of offering a momentary escape from the clamor and chaos of the day. It is as though the world itself recognizes the need for rest, for pause, and it gives you the space to let go of the weight of the day, to release the tension that has gathered in your muscles and your mind. Here, in this silent expanse, there is no need to rush, no need to plan, no need to solve. There is only the gift of stillness, the gift of being. Your eyes, though wide open, seem to take in less and less of the physical world, and more of the subtle energy that flows through it, the soft rustle of the trees in the breeze, the steady rise and fall of your breath, the calm, slow passage of time. You are no longer a mere observer of the night, but a participant in it, moving in rhythm with the gentle cadence of the world. As the stars shimmer faintly above, their presence feels both distant and intimate, as if they are inviting you to share in their quiet watchfulness. There is something profoundly peaceful in the knowledge that the world moves on, that the stars above have watched countless nights unfold, and that this night, this moment, is just another chapter in the eternal story of the cosmos. The wind picks up slightly, bringing with it a cool, refreshing sensation that brushes across your skin, a reminder that you are alive, that you are part of this world, and that for all its vastness, it is the small, simple moments like these that matter the most. You are not alone in this stillness. The night is alive with its own energy, its own rhythm, and it welcomes you into its fold, drawing you closer into the peaceful embrace of the world around you. The moon, though distant, seems to be a constant presence, watching over you, guiding you, offering its light without question or expectation. Its quiet strength reminds you that even in the darkest times, there is always light, always a steady presence to guide you through the shadows. Time moves in its own quiet way, unnoticed at first, until you realize that hours have passed, that the world has shifted ever so slightly, and that you, too, have changed in the process. You have shed the weight of the day, the burdens of the world, and have allowed yourself to simply be. In the soft, rhythmic flow of the night, you have found peace, not because you have done anything to earn it, but because you have allowed yourself to be present in it, to receive it as a gift. The night's stillness has offered you the gift of silence, of space, of time, and in that gift, you have found rest. You have found renewal. The world will continue to turn, the stars will continue to shine, and the night will continue its slow, quiet passage. But for now, in this moment, you are at peace, content in the knowledge that all is as it should be. There is no need to seek, no need to strive, only to be, to breathe, and to listen to the quiet song of the world that unfolds around you. The night is both a sanctuary and a reminder of stillness, of presence, and of the quiet strength that lies within each of us when we stop to listen. The world around you seems to breathe in quiet harmony, a steady rhythm that echoes in the very air, as if everything has its place, its time, its moment. In the soft quiet of the late night, time no longer feels like a relentless force pushing forward, but rather like an endless flow, a gentle stream of moments flowing in and out, unhurried, unrestricted. As the stars begin to grow more distant in the sky, their twinkling light soft and patient, you feel yourself drawn into the peaceful ebb and flow of this natural rhythm, where every pulse, every movement is a part of a grander whole. Your breath, slow and steady, matches the beat of the world around you, rising and falling in quiet unison with the air, with the trees, with the earth itself. There is no rush, no urgency, only the stillness of the night, the calm that seems to wrap itself around you like a blanket, inviting you to slow further, to surrender to its quiet embrace. The breeze moves softly through the branches of the trees, their leaves rustling in a gentle conversation with the wind. It is a language without words, a silent exchange between the earth and the sky, one that speaks not of need or desire, but of balance, of understanding. You sit there, listening to this conversation, not needing to understand the meaning of the rustling leaves or the soft hum of the night, because the meaning is already here, embedded in the stillness. The night has a rhythm of its own, a quiet beat that pulses through everything, the sway of the trees, the movement of the stars, the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe in time with the earth. It is a rhythm that knows no haste, no expectation, only presence. And in this rhythm, you find yourself aligning with the world around you, falling into the flow of time that moves so gently, you almost forget it is moving at all. Your body, heavy with rest, is grounded in this moment, its connection to the earth both comforting and humbling. The weight of the day slips away, leaving only the quiet, steady flow of the night, where nothing is expected of you, where you are free to simply be. There is no need to force anything here. The moment stretches endlessly before you, and you are content to let it unfold at its own pace, to feel the passage of time without rushing, without striving. In this stillness, you feel both the vastness of the world and its intimacy. The stars seem to grow closer, their light bathing you in a soft glow, and yet you are aware of the earth beneath you, the solid ground that anchors you, that reminds you of your place in this expansive world. The breeze brushes across your skin, cool and refreshing, a soft touch from nature itself. It carries with it the scent of the earth, the dampness of the soil, the faint sweetness of wildflowers growing nearby. Each breath you take draws in the essence of this night, the quiet peace that exists not in the absence of sound, but in the space between the sounds, in the pauses that allow the world to breathe. The trees stand as silent witnesses to the passing of time, their branches reaching out, holding space for the night, for the rhythm of life that flows through everything. Each leaf, each twig, each root is part of this grand design, this intricate web that binds everything together. The stars above, distant yet constant, remind you of the infinite nature of the universe, of the timeless rhythm that pulses through all things. Yet in their distant light, there is a quiet invitation to align with this rhythm, to become a part of the greater flow of life, of the universe. You sit there, a small piece of this grand design, and in that smallness you find peace, because you are not separate from the world, but intricately woven into it. The night is not something that happens to you. It is something you are a part of, something that moves through you, just as it moves through the trees, through the earth, through the stars. You are a quiet witness to this rhythm, and yet you are not apart from it. You are it. Your breath, your heartbeat, the rise and fall of your chest, they are all part of this grand movement, this quiet, unhurried dance that has been unfolding for eons. In this space, there is no sense of time running out, no feeling of being behind or ahead, only the simple act of being, of existing, of aligning with the rhythm of the world. The night moves forward at its own pace, the stars continuing there. Slow, steady march across the sky, the trees swaying gently in the wind, the earth turning beneath you. And in this movement, you find stillness. It is a stillness that is not about being frozen or immobile, but about being present, about allowing everything to move around you without needing to control it, without needing to hurry it. Time continues its slow, steady flow, but you are no longer caught in its current. Instead, you have become part of it, moving with it, breathing in time with the universe. The night is a reminder that there is no need to chase after anything, no need to grasp at moments or to hold on to time. It is all unfolding, right here, right now. And in this unfolding, you are both still and in motion, a part of the rhythm that carries the world forward. The quiet of the night deepens, and you find yourself sinking into it, a peaceful surrender to the flow of time, to the rhythm of life. The trees sway, the stars shine, and you breathe, slow and steady, as the world moves around you in its quiet dance. There is no need for words, no need for explanations, just the simple presence of being, of aligning with the rhythm of the night, of letting it carry you softly into the quiet embrace of sleep. And as the world continues its gentle dance, you rest in the stillness, knowing that time, like the wind, will carry you forward. But for now, you are at peace, you are aligned, and you are part of this vast, beautiful rhythm. The night has deepened, and as you sit quietly in the stillness, the world around you seems to have folded into a peaceful silence that stretches endlessly across the horizon. The stars above you twinkle faintly, their light no longer an external force, but a quiet companion, reminding you of the vastness of the universe and the stillness within it. Each twinkle in the sky seems to pulse gently, like a heartbeat, like a steady rhythm that connects all things in the universe. The cool night. Air brushes against your skin, carrying with it the scent of earth and plants, a reminder of the world's quiet resilience. The trees around you stand as silent sentinels, their branches reaching upward, their leaves rustling in a breeze that feels like a soft whisper, a quiet conversation between the earth and the heavens. It is in this moment of stillness that you begin to realize how much you have learned from the world around you, how the rhythm of nature, the cycle of the seasons, the quiet flow of time, all mirror your own internal rhythms. The sense of urgency that often accompanies your days has faded here, replaced by the gentle understanding that everything unfolds in its own time. There is no rush to reach an end, no need to force anything into existence. Instead, there is only the quiet unfolding of life, moment by moment, as natural as the rise and fall of the sun, as inevitable as the turning of the seasons. And in this quiet, you are reminded that there is nothing to prove, no need to chase after goals or accolades. The simple act of being present in this moment, in this space, is enough. You do not need to be anything other than what you are right now, here in the stillness, in the peace of the night. The world around you breathes in harmony with your own breath, and you realize that there is a profound connection between the two. The trees, the stars, the earth, they are not separate from you, but part of you, woven into your being. You are the same rhythm, the same pulse, the same heartbeat that echoes through the universe. As you sit in this space, your mind quiet, your body at rest, you find yourself reflecting on all that has come before. The day's journey, the moments spent walking through the forest, gathering herbs, sitting in the stillness beneath the trees, all of it has led you to this moment. This deep sense of connection and peace. The world has not changed in any dramatic way, but your perspective has shifted, and with it, your understanding of what is truly important. You no longer feel the need to control the course of your life, to push against the current of time. Instead, you have learned to surrender to it, to trust that everything will unfold as it is meant to. The rhythm of the night continues, steady and unhurried, and you feel yourself merging with it, becoming one with the quiet dance of the stars, the wind, the trees, the earth. Time no longer feels like something that moves relentlessly forward, but rather like a gentle river, carrying you along, guiding you where you need to go. There is no need to fight against it, no need to rush. You are simply part of the flow, part of the larger cycle of life, and in this understanding, you find a deep sense of peace. The world, in all its beauty and quiet complexity, has a way of unfolding that is beyond your comprehension. And yet, in this moment, you realize that you do not need to understand it. You only need to be present with it, to witness it, to breathe with it. The stars above you continue their silent march across the sky, and the breeze picks up once again, rustling the leaves in a soft, soothing melody. You are at peace with it all. The quiet rhythms of the night have become a lullaby, carrying you gently toward the horizon, toward the stillness that waits beyond sleep. As you sit there, breathing deeply, your thoughts drift like leaves in the wind, moving without force, without resistance, until there is nothing left but the quiet hum of the universe, the soft pulse that connects all things. This is your place. Now this quiet space of reflection and understanding, where you are not just a part of the world, but one with it. And as you prepare to close your eyes, to let the stillness carry you into the comfort of sleep, you do so with a deep sense of gratitude for the quiet moments, for the stillness of the night, for the connection to the earth and to the stars, for the knowledge that you are a part of something much larger, much more beautiful than you can ever truly understand. In this quiet, In this peace, you find the rest you have been seeking, the comfort of knowing that you are enough, just as you are. And as the final breath leaves your chest, the world around you fades gently into the quiet embrace of sleep, the rhythm of the night continuing steady and sure as you drift deeper into its calm, carried by the quiet song of the universe. As the first light of dawn begins to stretch across the sky, there is a moment of perfect stillness, a brief pause where everything seems to hold its breath. The world, still shrouded in the cool remnants of night, begins to awaken slowly, almost as if reluctant to break the peace of the darkness. The soft blue of the morning sky deepens, and the stars that were once so bright in the night sky begin to fade, retreating quietly to the vast expanse above. The earth, too, stirs with the first gentle breaths of the new day, a subtle rustling of leaves, the soft hum of a breeze beginning to move through the trees. There is a profound sense of calm in this early morning, as though the world is gradually slipping back into itself, quietly, without force or urgency. In the stillness of your surroundings, the sounds of nature seem to awaken one by one, a slow, deliberate procession. The birds, having spent the night nestled in their quiet havens, now begin their first songs of the day, their melodies soft at first, then swelling gradually as the light grows stronger. The rhythmic sound of the wind moving through the trees adds its own gentle voice to the chorus, blending with the bird song in a harmony that speaks of the earth's quiet, unhurried rhythm. Beneath your feet, the ground still holds the coolness of the night, and as you stretch and rise, you feel the comforting weight of the earth beneath you, grounding you in the present moment. There is no rush, no expectation here, only the simple, steady pace of the world unfolding. The world does not demand anything from you right now. It asks nothing but for you to be present, to feel the warmth of the sun slowly climbing higher in the sky, to listen to the quiet symphony that plays around you. Each sound, each shift of the breeze, each movement in the trees feels deliberate, as though the world is reminding you to slow, to breathe, to simply be. The stillness, which once felt like a lull before action, now feels like a sanctuary, a space where you can rest and gather yourself before the day truly begins. It is not a stillness that weighs heavy or forces you into inaction, but a quiet that allows you to flow with the rhythm of the world. Your breath matches the gentle pulse of the earth beneath you, steady and calm, as though every exhale draws you deeper into the tranquility that surrounds you. It is in this moment that you realize how much you have come to rely on the quiet, how much you have learned to find peace in stillness. The rhythm of life, the ebb and flow of moments, is not a hurried race, but a slow dance, one step at a time. And as the sun begins to rise higher in the sky, filling the world with a golden light, you feel the shift within yourself as well. The stillness that once felt like a pause before action has now become a foundation, a base upon which you can build your day. It is no longer a void, but a space filled with potential, a quiet energy waiting to be channeled into whatever the day will bring. The world is not rushing to meet you, and neither do you need to rush to meet it. Instead, you will simply be, moving through the day at the pace set by the rhythm of the earth and the quiet whisper of the wind. There is no need to force anything to happen, no need to create noise where there is already peace. The moment you are in right now is enough. It is enough to simply breathe, to listen, to observe the unfolding of the world around you. As you stand in the warmth of the early light, the quiet stillness of the morning wraps itself around you, filling you with a sense of belonging, of connection. You are not separate from the earth, from the birds, from the trees. You are part of this rhythm, this unhurried flow. And in this understanding, you find a sense of peace that transcends the busy demands of life, a deep knowing that everything You need is already here, within you and around you, in the quiet beauty of the world as it awakens. You are enough just as you are. The day will unfold as it will, without pressure, without need to force any outcome. All that matters now is the quiet embrace of the present moment, the steady beat of your heart, the gentle rhythm of your breath, and the knowledge that you are part of something larger, something timeless. As the light of the morning continues to grow, the world outside your window seems to stretch and yawn, awakening fully to the new day. Yet, in the quiet space within, you remain at rest, grounded in the simple awareness that the world is unfolding around you, and you, too, are unfolding. Within it, there is no rush, no urgency, only the steady rhythm of life, breathing in harmony with your own. The day is yours to move through, slowly, gently, in sync with the world and the quiet pulse of existence. In this, you find your place, your peace. The sun has now fully ascended, casting a warm golden light over the landscape, illuminating every leaf, every stone, and every subtle movement of the world around you. The day has begun in earnest, but there is no rush, no frantic energy pushing you forward. Instead, the world continues to move with the same steady rhythm that has always existed, a quiet pulse that connects every moment, every action, every thought to the flow of life. There is no need to chase anything, no urgency to fill every moment with activity. Instead, you are here, fully present in the unfolding of this quiet day, grounded in the stillness that allows you to experience the world as it is, without distraction or haste. The soft sound of the breeze moving through the trees is a gentle reminder that all things are in motion, yet there is no need to hurry. The wind does not rush. It simply moves, flowing as it is meant to, as part of the larger rhythm of the earth. And as the wind whispers through the leaves, you find yourself moving in the same way, slowly, intentionally, with no need to force or push against the natural flow of things. You are part of this rhythm, a thread woven into the greater fabric of existence. The world does not expect you to perform at an accelerated pace, and in this realization, you feel a sense of relief, a softening of the tension that once compelled you to rush. There is no competition with time, no battle to conquer the hours, only a quiet acceptance of the moments as they come and go. As you stand, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, you realize how much time has been spent chasing after things that were never as important as simply being in the moment. You think back to the countless moments where you allowed the noise of the world to pull you away from this simple awareness, this presence in the here and now. But today is different. Today you have chosen to be still, to allow the rhythm of the earth to guide you, and in doing so, you find that there is no greater satisfaction than being aligned with the natural flow of life. Your breath moves in time with the wind, steady and calm, filling your chest with the quiet energy of the world around you. The rhythmic rise and fall of your breath are not rushed but deliberate, as if every inhale and every exhale is a reminder that there is no need to hurry, no need to strive for something that isn't already here. All that is needed is to be present, to move with the rhythm of the earth and the stillness that is woven through each moment. The world continues to unfold at its own pace, a gentle progression that never forces its way forward, but instead flows like a river, meandering and steady. You, too, are part of this flow, moving at your own pace, without rushing, without striving. The day stretches out before you like a canvas, waiting for you to fill it, but there is no pressure to complete it, to fill every moment with activity. Instead, you move slowly through the hours, allowing each moment to arrive and pass as it will. There is no urgency to achieve, no need to fill your day with a checklist. Today, the only goal is to be here, in this moment, experiencing the world, with full awareness, with a quiet mind and an open heart. The world around you is vibrant, full of life and movement, yet it moves in a way that is gentle without force. The flowers bloom, the birds sing, the trees sway in the breeze, and you are part of it all, moving with the same ease and grace as the natural world. The rhythm of stillness is not about doing nothing, but about being fully present in everything, embracing each moment as it comes, and finding joy in the simplicity of the world around you. The day continues to unfold in its own quiet rhythm, and as the hours pass, you feel yourself sinking deeper into the flow, letting go of the need to control, to rush, to fill every moment with action. There is peace in the stillness, a peace that is always available when you stop chasing and start being. You are not separate from the world. You are part of it, woven into the fabric of life, moving in harmony with the earth and the rhythm that governs all things. In this quiet harmony, you find rest, not in sleep, but in awareness, in the deep knowing that all is as it should be. The world continues to move. The sun moves across the sky. The wind blows through the trees, but you remain grounded in the stillness, moving through the moments with calm and grace. And as the day stretches on, you find that there is no need to do anything other than simply be. There is no destination, no end to reach. The journey itself is enough, and in this moment, that is all that matters. The rhythm of stillness is your guide, and in this rhythm, you find your peace. He moves forward slowly, the light shifting from the soft warmth of noon to the cooler shades of late afternoon. The world outside your window is a quiet orchestra of sounds, each note in perfect harmony with the next, the steady rhythm of life unfolding as it always has, undisturbed by the passing hours. The trees sway gently in the breeze, their leaves rustling softly, as if speaking in whispers to one another, while the distant hum of insects drifts lazily through the air. The air is thick with the earthy scent of damp soil, the fresh tang of grass, and the delicate perfume of flowers that bloom and fade without hurry. It is a world that moves without rush, without urgency, and yet everything seems to happen exactly as it should. The birds, who were once singing with frantic energy in the early hours of the morning, are now quieter, their songs softer, more introspective, as if they, too, are savoring the stillness that has settled over the earth. It is in this quiet that you find yourself fully present, aware of the world in its most delicate form. There is no need to do anything, no pressure to fill the space with activity or noise. Everything in this moment is enough. You move through the day with ease, as if guided by an invisible current, your steps light and unhurried, your mind clear and free of distraction. The simple act of breathing is enough to fill the space with meaning, each inhale drawing in the out peace of the world around you, each exhale releasing any tension that still lingers in your body. It is in the act of being, rather than doing, that you find your purpose. There is nothing to chase here, no goal to reach, only the steady progression of time that moves in a quiet, rhythmic pulse. You are part of this pulse, and as you move through the moments, you begin to notice how the world changes imperceptibly around you. The light shifts, the shadows grow longer, and the sounds of the day begin to fade, replaced by the quieter hum of the evening. The earth, too, seems to be winding down, preparing for the night to come. The birds have retreated into the trees, and the insects, whose chorus once filled the air, are now silent, their work done for the day. The air has grown cooler, the warmth of the sun giving way to the cool breath of evening. You take a moment to pause, standing still in the midst of this quiet world, feeling the gentle pull of the earth beneath your feet, the steady rhythm of your own heartbeat, and the soft, rhythmic rise and fall of your breath. It is in these quiet moments that you feel the most connected, not only to the world around you, but to yourself. There is no separation here, No divide between you and the world. Only a seamless flow of energy, of life, of stillness. In this space, you find clarity, a deep knowing that everything is unfolding as it should, without haste or force. You take a deep breath, inhaling the cool air, and with it, the calm that has settled over the world. The quiet path you are walking is not one of movement, but of stillness, of presence. Each step you take is slow, deliberate, and yet it carries you forward, not through time, but through experience. The world may be moving around you, but you remain centered, grounded in the peace that comes from simply being. There is no rush here, no need to get anywhere. The journey itself is enough, and as you continue down this quiet path, you realize that this is all you need, this moment, this stillness, this peace. The world is full of noise, of distractions, of expectations, but in this space, none of that matters. Here, you are free to be yourself, to move at your own pace, to follow the rhythm of your own breath. You are not rushing to catch up with the world. Instead, you are simply allowing it to unfold around you, trusting that everything will come in its own time. As the evening continues to settle in, the quiet grows deeper. The light has faded completely, leaving only the soft glow of the moon to light your way. The earth has become a canvas of shadow and light, each tree, each rock, each blade of grass, casting its own silhouette against the darkened sky. The stars have begun to appear, their faint light piercing the darkness, like quiet sentinels watching over the world below. You feel the weight of the world's quiet, the stillness of the night, and in it you find peace. There is nothing else you need, no more effort to make, only the gentle surrender to the rhythm of the earth, the steady pulse of life that continues, regardless of what you do or do not do. And so, you walk this quiet path, not as one who is seeking, but as one who is simply being, letting each moment unfold with grace and ease, allowing the world to pass by without hurry, without strain. And in this peace, you find the true meaning of rest. The sun has dipped beneath the horizon, leaving behind a canvas of deep blues and soft purples that stretch endlessly across the sky. And with it, the air grows cool, the warmth of the day retreating to the earth below. The once vibrant garden, full of life and color, now rests in shadow, its flowers and leaves softened by the night, their colors muted in the fading light. In this tranquil space, the world seems to pause, held in a moment of quiet reverence, as if the earth itself is taking a deep, slow breath in preparation for the coming night. The sky is dotted with the first stars, their faint glow piercing the darkened expanse, offering a quiet and timeless presence above. The sounds of the evening begin to emerge, the soft rustle of leaves stirred by a gentle breeze, a distant chirp of crickets, and the occasional low call of an owl, its voice deep and steady, echoing through the trees as if calling the world into the quiet fold of night. Everything is moving at its own slow pace, and there is no hurry, no rush to the coming hours. You stand still in this moment, grounded in the stillness, feeling the coolness of the air against your skin, the earth beneath your feet, and the gentle pull of the night drawing you into its calm embrace. The fragrance of the garden, now rich, with the scent of night-blooming flowers, drifts toward you, mingling with the earthy scent of the ground and the subtle sweetness of herbs left to dry in the evening air. Each breath you take fills you with a sense of peace, a calm that is deeper than the quiet of the night around you. It is as though the world itself is holding you in its gentle rhythm, asking nothing more than your presence, offering only peace. In return, the moon, now rising higher in the sky, casts a soft light over the landscape, illuminating the garden with a silvery glow that makes everything appear ethereal, dreamlike. The shadows of trees stretch long across the ground. There, forms distorted and elongated, and yet everything feels still, steady, and balanced, as if time itself has slowed in this moment. The world is no longer a place of activity or movement, but a sanctuary of quiet reflection. Your thoughts, once filled with the rush of the day, have softened, becoming slower, more deliberate, until even they seem to fade into the background of this tranquil night. In this quiet, you are reminded of the simplicity of being, of the beauty that exists in moments of stillness and pause. There is no need to chase anything, to accomplish anything, or to change anything in this space. Everything is exactly as it should be. The world moves on, but you are content to remain here, in this peaceful moment, breathing in the serenity that surrounds you. The night is not a time of sleep, but of renewal, of rest for the body and the spirit. It is a time to recharge, to reflect, and to allow the quiet of the world to wash over you, to remind you that you are a part of this vast, living, breathing universe, and that even in stillness, you are never truly alone. The stars continue their slow journey across the sky, their light constant and unwavering, a symbol of the steady, enduring rhythm of life. The air grows cooler still, and the sounds of the night deepen, the calls of insects and creatures blending into a quiet symphony that accompanies the soft rustling of the trees. The world is falling into sleep, but here, in this moment, you are awake, fully present, fully attuned to the quiet energy that flows around you, through you, and within you. There is no need to hurry, no need to move forward, only to be. The stillness is enough. The world is enough. You are enough. And in this truth, you find a peace deeper than the night itself, a peace that carries you through the hours, a peace that remains with you even as the night gives way to the morning. The garden, the stars, the trees, the earth, they are all part of you, and you are part of them. And as the evening draws to a close, you know that this moment, this quiet peace, will remain with you, a constant companion through the ebb and flow of life. There is no end to this stillness, only a continuation of this gentle rhythm that sustains you, supports you, and guides you gently through the quiet hours of the night, into the soft embrace of sleep, where you can rest, restore, and begin again. The night has settled deeper now, and with each passing minute, the world around you seems to grow quieter, more serene. The moon, now high in the sky, casts a silvery glow over everything it touches, its light filtering softly through the trees and onto the ground below. The shadows they cast are long and delicate, as if the very earth is breathing in time with the steady rhythm of the night. The coolness of the evening air is a welcome change from the warmth of the day, and you take a deep breath, feeling the fresh, crisp air fill your lungs, refreshing and invigorating. Each breath seems to slow the world around you, grounding you in this moment, reminding you of the quiet power that exists in stillness. The path ahead of you stretches out in front, barely visible but clear enough to guide your steps. It is a path that winds through the quiet forest, untouched by the bustle of the outside world, a place where nature has its own unhurried rhythm, its own timeless flow. The soft rustling of leaves overhead, the distant chirp of an owl, and the occasional breeze that stirs the branches are the only sounds that accompany you. A symphony of nature that feels both distant and close, as if you are part of something larger than yourself. The air smells faintly of earth and wood, the scent of the forest itself, rich and grounding. The path beneath your feet is smooth, worn by countless footsteps, and you feel a sense of connection to all those who have walked this way before. It is a path that has been here long before you, and it will remain long after you, a reminder that life moves in cycles, constantly flowing, constantly changing, yet always remaining the same in its essence. You walk slowly, savoring each step, each moment of peace that this quiet place offers. There is no rush here, no need to hurry. Each step is deliberate, each moment a quiet meditation. The forest seems to hold its breath, waiting with you, as if acknowledging the stillness you bring with you. And in this stillness, there is a quiet magic, a sense of wonder that is found only when time is allowed to slow down, when the distractions of the world are left behind and the soul is free to simply be. The path winds its way through the trees, the canopy above thick and lush, filtering the light in soft patterns. Every now and then, a faint glow from the moon illuminates a patch of ground, casting the leaves in a soft, ethereal light. The shadows they cast are deep and mysterious, each one holding a secret, a story that has been told 1,000 times before. Yet it is in this moment that the forest feels entirely new, as if it has never been walked through before, as if it has just come into being. There is a sense of wonder in this, as if the world is being seen for the first time, fresh and full of possibility. The air grows cooler as you continue along the path, and the soft crunch of leaves underfoot is the only sound that breaks the silence. The world feels suspended in time, as if all the noise and hurry of the outside world have been left behind, and all that exists is the present moment, this quiet, sacred space where nothing needs to be done, and all that is needed is to be here, fully and completely. There is a beauty in the simplicity of this moment, a beauty that is often overlooked in the rush of life. But here, in the stillness of the forest, it is impossible to ignore. The path ahead continues to unfold, a quiet invitation to move forward, to explore, to discover what lies just beyond the next bend. But there is no urgency, no need to reach the end, only the steady rhythm of walking, of breathing, of being present with each step. The world is enough in this moment, just as it is. And as you continue along the quiet path, you are reminded of the peace that can be found in simply being, in allowing the world to unfold in its own time, without force or expectation. The forest has its own rhythm, its own timing, and by walking in harmony with it, you are reminded that you, too, have a rhythm of your own, a pace that is unique to you and no one else. There is no need to compare, no need to compete. The only thing that matters is the steady pace of your own journey. As the path stretches on, you feel a sense of peace wash over you, the quiet beauty of the forest wrapping itself around you like a soft blanket, soothing and comforting. You are not alone here, but you are at peace. The forest is alive with its own energy, its own pulse, and you are part of that energy, part of the cycle of life that flows through everything. There is a sense of unity here, a sense of belonging. That is hard to put into words, but it is felt deeply in the quiet spaces between each breath and the stillness that surrounds you. The path continues to wind its way through the trees, and you walk with it, steady and calm, knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. There is nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. Just this moment, just this path, just this breath. And in this, there is a deep sense of contentment, a sense that all is well, that all is as it should be, and that the journey itself is as important as the destination. As you take the next step, you feel the earth beneath you, solid and grounding. And you know that you are walking in harmony with the world, in harmony with yourself, and in harmony with the quiet path ahead. The night continues to unfold with a serenity that seems to stretch on forever, as if the very fabric of time has slowed, giving way to a world that moves only at the pace of breath and heartbeat. The moon, now high above, casts a soft silver glow across the landscape, its light dancing on the surface of the leaves and illuminating the quiet path ahead. Each step you take is slow, deliberate, a part of the unhurried rhythm of the forest. There is no rush here, No need to reach the end, just the journey itself, the quiet, sacred act of moving forward. The air is cool, carrying with it the earthy scent of damp soil and the faint fragrance of wildflowers, a reminder of the vibrant life that thrives in this peaceful corner of the world. The world around you is alive with subtle energy, but it speaks in whispers, in the soft rustle of leaves, in the distant hoot of an owl, in the gentle sway of branches stirred by the wind. The trees, their ancient boughs reaching high into thee. Night sky seem to watch over you, their presence both protective and comforting. They are the silent witnesses to your journey, standing tall and unmoving as you pass by, reminding you that you are part of something much larger than yourself, something eternal and steady. There is a quiet wisdom in their stillness, a wisdom that speaks not in words, but in the unspoken language of nature. As you walk, you feel the weight of the earth beneath your feet, grounding you in the present moment. With each step, you sink deeper into the rhythm of the world around you, into the rhythm of your own breath, steady and deep. The night is alive with its own symphony, a melody of soft sounds that ebb and flow with the gentle breeze. The chirping of crickets, the rustling of leaves, the distant calls of night creatures, all of these sounds combine to create a lullaby that wraps itself around you, carrying you deeper into the embrace of the night. The path ahead is narrow, winding through the dense underbrush, but it is clear enough to guide you. The light from the moon filters through the branches above, casting a silvery glow on the ground and illuminating the way forward. The darkness around you is not threatening, but rather comforting, a soft, enveloping presence that makes you feel at home, at peace. You are not alone here. The forest is alive, filled with countless creatures, both seen and unseen, but they are not intruding on your journey. Instead, they are part of the fabric of the world you are walking through, part of the silence that surrounds you. The quiet is not empty. It is full of life, full of stories that are being told in the stillness, in the space between each breath, between each step. The unspoken language of the world, of the forest, of the night, is one that is felt rather than heard. It is the language of presence, of being. You continue to walk, your steps steady, your mind clear. There is no need to think, no need to plan, only to be here, now, in this moment. The world around you is speaking, but it is speaking without words. The air is filled with the subtle energy of the earth, of the wind, of the trees, and it is a language that you understand without needing to translate. It is a language of stillness, of presence, of connection. As you walk, you are reminded that you do not need to force anything, do not need to push for results. The forest does not rush, and neither should you. Everything in its own time, in its own rhythm. You are part of this rhythm, part of this world that moves with the quiet grace of nature. The path ahead stretches on, but you are not focused on the end. You are focused on the journey, on the simplicity of each step, each breath, each moment. The night continues to unfold, and with it, a deep sense of peace settles over you, wrapping you in a gentle embrace. The world is quiet, and in its quiet, you find your own quiet. The unspoken language of nature speaks to you, not in words, but in the rhythm of your heart, the pace of your steps, the stillness of your breath. It is a language that transcends time and space, a language that is as old as the earth itself. As you continue to walk, you become more attuned to this language, to the rhythm of the world around you. The sounds of the forest, the movement of the trees, the whispers of the wind, all of these are part of the same song, a song that has been playing since the beginning of time and will continue long after you are gone. There is a sense of timelessness in this moment, as if the past, the present, and the future are all woven together in a single continuous thread. You are part of that thread, part of the song that has no end, only endless beginnings. And as you walk, you are filled with a sense of peace, A sense that all is as it should be, that you are exactly where you need to be. There is no need to rush, no need to worry, only to be present, only to listen to the unspoken language of the world around you. The path continues, and you continue with it, steady and calm, moving forward with the rhythm of the night, with the language of the forest, with the song of the earth itself. The path ahead seems almost indistinguishable from the rest of the forest, as though it's simply part of the world that surrounds it, a natural continuation of the very earth beneath your feet, shaped and worn by countless years of steady growth and change. The trees stretch high into the sky, their trunks rough with the markings of time, their leaves whispering softly in the breeze, a language known only to the wind, the leaves, and those who choose to listen carefully enough. The air is cool, but not cold, thick with the scent of damp soil and the faint sweetness of flowers unseen, hidden deep within the forest's embrace, their delicate petals waiting for the right moment to bloom. Each step feels grounded, anchored, as if the earth beneath you is holding you up, supporting your every movement, allowing you to sink deeper into the rhythm of the world. There is no rush. There is no need for haste. Everything in its own time. Every step guided by the steady pulse of the land itself, moving at a pace that matches the steady beat of your own heart. As you walk, the world seems to quiet around you. The distant sounds of life, the rustling of leaves, the call of birds, the fluttering of insects, all fade into the background, leaving only the subtle sound of your own breath, the whisper of your footsteps in the soft earth, and the steady, calming rhythm of the forest that wraps around you like a protective cloak. The deeper you go, the more you feel yourself slipping away from the noise of the outside world. The chatter of the mind quiets, the rush of the heart slows, and the tension in your shoulders begins to loosen. In the absence of all that once seemed urgent, there is a quiet space, a space that invites you to simply be. You are no longer in pursuit of anything. You are not striving, not searching. There is no need to reach the end, for there is no end. There is only the journey, only the unfolding of each step, each breath, each moment. The forest holds you in its stillness, guiding you gently forward without effort. You walk without expectation, without goal. The path, though winding and uneven, is familiar now, and with each step you feel a deeper sense of peace settle over you, a quiet calm that spreads through your chest and arms, down into your legs, until it reaches your very fingertips. Every step you take becomes a part of you, a part of the journey that has no destination other than itself. As you continue, you notice the way the light shifts around you. The sun, now lower in the sky, casts a golden hue across the leaves, dappling the ground in shades of amber and green, creating patterns on the forest floor that seem to dance with every breeze. The shadows grow longer, and the air grows cooler, but the warmth of the day still lingers in the spaces between the trees. It is a moment suspended in time, a moment where the world feels timeless, endless, and yet perfectly fleeting. There is no need to think about what comes next. There is only the step in front of you, the breath in your lungs, the feeling of the earth beneath you. It is as though the world is holding its breath too, waiting for something, perhaps not an event or a moment, but the simple, quiet acknowledgement of being. You feel the weight of the world lift, not in any dramatic fashion, but with a subtle shift, a shift so gradual that you hardly notice it at first. It is the feeling of being held, of being cared for, by the very ground that you walk on, the trees that rise around you, the air that breathes through the leaves. The sound of your own breath becomes steady, a soft and natural rhythm that matches the pace of the world around you. The peace that surrounds you becomes more than a feeling, it becomes a part of you. You are no longer separate from the earth, from the trees, from the wind. You are a part of this world, not just moving through it, but moving with it, in perfect harmony. The path, though still winding, no longer seems like a path at all. It is simply the way you are moving, the direction you are going, and there is no need to question it. There is no need to wonder if it is the right path, for there is no wrong path. There is only this moment, this step, this breath. You are here, fully present, fully alive, and there is nothing else to do but continue. The forest, in all its quiet majesty, is not an obstacle to be overcome. It is not a challenge or a test. It is simply the world, unfolding in its own way, in its own time, and you are part of it. The stillness deepens as the sun sinks lower, casting long shadows across the path. The air cools, and the birds grow quiet, preparing for the night. The world is shifting from one form of being into another, but it does so without hurry. There is no need to rush, no need to be anywhere but here, where you are now. The peace you have found in this moment is not something that needs to be earned or achieved. It is simply the natural state of being, the quiet joy that comes from being present, from being alive, from moving through the world with grace, without expectation, without striving. As you continue, you feel a deep sense of gratitude for the journey you are on, not for any particular destination, but simply for the opportunity to walk, to breathe, to be. And in that gratitude, you find a peace deeper than anything you could have anticipated, a peace that fills you, grounds you, and carries you forward into the next step, the next breath, the next moment. The path continues, but it no longer matters. What matters is the journey itself, the way it unfolds beneath your feet, the way the world opens up before you, inviting you to move with it, to move in harmony with all that surrounds you. The sun may set, the moon may rise, the night may come, but in this moment, none of it matters. What matters is the quiet, the stillness, the peace that has settled within you, a peace that is as much a part of the earth as the soil beneath your feet, as the wind in the trees, as the stars above. And you are here, moving forward one step at a time, knowing that there is no end to this journey, no final destination, only the endless unfolding of each moment, each breath, each step in perfect harmony with the world around you. The evening settles in slowly as the last golden rays of the sun begin to fade beyond the horizon, leaving behind a soft twilight that fills the forest with a calm, gentle light. The trees, now darkened silhouettes against the dimming sky, seem to stretch higher into the heavens, their branches swaying ever so slightly with the evening breeze. Each movement of the leaves is like a whisper, a subtle language that speaks directly to the heart, telling tales of a world that continues its quiet rhythm, undisturbed by the passing of time. The ground beneath your feet is cool, soft with the fading warmth of the day, and every step you take feels like a connection to the earth, a moment of stillness shared between your soul and the world around you. The air, rich with the scents of pine, moss, and the faint sweetness of wildflowers, wraps around you like a blanket, enveloping you in a sense of peace that goes deeper than the body, deeper than the mind. It is as though the very atmosphere is urging you to slow, to soften, to let go of all the noise and rush of the world outside. There is no need for urgency here. The world moves at its own pace, and in this forest, you are a part of that rhythm, a note in the larger melody of nature's song. The sounds of the evening are soft but present, the chirp of crickets, the distant hoot of an owl, the rustling of leaves as the wind passes through them. But these sounds are not jarring. They are not demands on the senses. Instead, they are like a lullaby, a soothing hum that blends effortlessly with the stillness of your thoughts, urging you to be present, to listen, to breathe. The more you pay attention, the more the silence seems to grow around you, a silence that is not empty, but full of potential, full of life, full of everything that has ever been and will ever be. It is a silence that invites you to listen, not just with your ears, but with your heart, to feel the quiet that exists beneath all the noise of the world. And in this silence, you begin to hear the deeper rhythms of life, the subtle flow of energy that connects all things, the pulsing of the earth beneath your feet, the beating of your heart, the steady breath of the wind as it moves through the trees. It is a reminder that everything in nature is interconnected, each moment, each breath, each movement a part of something larger, something timeless. You pause for a moment, standing still in the midst of the forest, allowing the stillness to wash over you, to settle deep within your bones. There is no need to seek anything, to desire anything, for everything you need is already here, in this very moment. The trees, the earth, the sky, and even the air you breathe, they are all part of the same dance, the same eternal flow, and you are a part of it too. It is as though the very act of being present in this space, of standing here, in the quiet of the evening, is enough. You do not need to do anything more. You do not need to go anywhere. There is no destination to reach. The journey itself is the destination, and it is unfolding in the most perfect way imaginable, right here, right now. With each breath you take, you feel yourself becoming more and more connected to this stillness, to the quiet pulse of the earth. Beneath you, to the gentle hum of life that flows through every living thing. Your thoughts begin to slow, the chatter of the mind fading away like the last remnants of sunlight at the end of the day. You are no longer chasing after the next moment, the next task, the next thought. You are simply here in this moment, fully present, fully alive, fully attuned to the quiet beauty that surrounds you. And in this quiet, in this peaceful stillness, you find a deep sense of contentment, a sense of peace that goes beyond words, beyond explanation. It is a peace that does not depend on external circumstances, a peace that is not contingent on what is happening in the world around you. It is a peace that arises from within, from the very essence of your being, from the deep knowing that you are exactly where you need to be, that everything is unfolding as it should. As the evening continues to deepen, the air grows cooler, but the stillness remains. The sounds of the night grow softer, the world settling into its own rhythm. And you, too, settle into this rhythm, your breath steady, your heart calm. The stars begin to twinkle above, their light faint but constant, like tiny pinpricks of hope in the vast expanse of the night sky. And as you stand there, in the quiet of the forest, you realize that there is no need to search for peace, for it has always been here, in the stillness, in the silence, in the very act of being present with what is. The silence that surrounds you is not something to be feared or avoided. It is something to be embraced, something to be savored. It is a reminder that there is a rhythm to life that exists beyond the noise and chaos of the world, a rhythm that flows steadily, like the beat of your own heart, like the pulse of the earth beneath you. And in this silence, in this stillness, you find a peace that is deeper than anything you could have imagined, a peace that fills you, grounds you, and carries you forward into the next moment with grace, with ease, and with a deep sense of knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. As the night unfolds, it embraces the world in a blanket of soft darkness, its presence gentle but all-encompassing, as if the very stars above are watching over the earth with a quiet patience. The moon, now a silver crescent, casts its glow. Over the land, a pale light that touches everything with an ethereal tenderness, the trees, the ground, and even the distant hills bathed in its soft radiance. The air is cool, carrying the scent of fresh earth and the delicate fragrance of night-blooming flowers, mingling with the crisp, clean scent of the dew that begins to form on the leaves and grass. The world feels as if it is holding its breath, waiting, suspended in a moment of perfect stillness. Every sound, from the soft rustling of leaves in the gentle evening breeze to the faint chirps of crickets in the distance, is part of a larger, unhurried rhythm, like the beating of a heart, that pulses quietly beneath the fabric of the night. There is no rush here, no need for urgency. The world moves slowly, deliberately, and there is something profoundly comforting in this pace, as if time itself has softened its grip. You stand still for a moment, feeling the cool earth beneath your feet, grounding you in the present. There is no past or future, only the now, this moment of complete stillness where you are part of something much larger, something eternal. The trees around you seem to whisper secrets to each other in the wind, their leaves rustling with a language that you do not need to understand to appreciate. Their presence is calming, steady, like old friends who have seen the world change many times over, yet remain constant. Their roots deep in the earth, their branches reaching for the sky. There is a timeless quality to this night, a sense that everything is in its place, moving in harmony, following the natural course of things without resistance or strain. In this quiet, you feel a deep connection to the land, to the earth beneath you, to the sky above. The night is not just a backdrop to your thoughts, but a companion, a presence that holds you gently, wrapping you in the peace of its embrace. As the moon rises higher, its light grows brighter, casting shadows that dance softly on the ground. The world feels alive in a way that is subtle, almost imperceptible, but undeniably present. The rustling leaves, the whisper of the wind, the soft calls of nocturnal creatures, all of these sounds blend together into a harmonious symphony, a lullaby that soothes your senses and calms your mind. You close your eyes for a moment, letting the cool night air brush against your skin, feeling the pulse of life that moves beneath the surface of the world. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go, no need to think or act. Everything is exactly as it should be. In this space, you are free from the demands of the world. There is no pressure to perform, no expectations to meet. The rhythm of the night invites you to let go, to relax, to surrender to the quiet flow of time. With each passing moment, the world seems to slow down even more, and you find yourself drawn deeper into this stillness, deeper into the calm that surrounds you. Your breath slows, your body relaxes, and your mind, once filled with 1,000 thoughts, begins to quiet, the noise fading away like the last echoes of a distant song. It is in this peace that you find your center, your balance, the part of you that is unshaken by the turmoil of the world, the part of you that is eternal, connected to the very heartbeat of the earth. As the hours slip by, the night deepens, and you realize that in this moment, you are exactly where you need to be. There is no need to seek, no need to worry. The world will continue its quiet rhythm, just as it always has, and you are part of that rhythm, a note in the symphony of life that plays out beneath the stars. The quiet of the night wraps around you like a soft blanket, holding you close, urging you to rest, to find peace in the stillness. You do not need to understand the mysteries of the universe. You do not need to grasp at anything. All you need to do is breathe, to be present, to feel the earth beneath your feet and the sky above your head. The night will carry you, as it always has, into the next moment, and the next, and the next. And in each moment, you will be exactly where you are meant to be. There is comfort in this truth, a deep sense of knowing that all is well, that the world is moving in its own perfect time, and that you are part of it. The stars above twinkle softly, their light a reminder of the vastness of the universe. And yet, in this quiet moment, that vastness feels comforting, like a silent companion who is always there, watching over you. The world is full of quiet beauty, and in this moment, you are part of it. The night continues to unfold, and you, too, continue with it. Your breath steady, your heart calm, as the rhythms of the earth and the stars gently guide you onward, ever deeper into the stillness of the night. As the final moments of this journey unfold, a profound sense of completion settles over the world. The quiet rhythm of the night now deepening into a silence that is no longer just the absence of sound, but the presence of peace itself. Land, bathed in the soft light of the rising moon, seems to hold its breath, suspended in the balance between what has been and what is to come. The stars, scattered across the vast expanse of the sky, blink with the same patient, timeless light. They have held for eons, offering their quiet guidance to all below. There is no rush here, no urgency to move forward or backward, only the gentle unfolding of time in its perfect, unhurried flow. The earth beneath your feet feels solid, unyielding, yet comforting, as if it is the very foundation of all that is. The cool night air wraps around you like a gentle caress, bringing with it the familiar, grounding sense of the world, a mix of damp earth, fresh leaves, and the faintest trace of flowers blooming in the quiet of the dark. Every breath you take feels deep, slow, and fulfilling, drawing in the peace of the world around you and releasing any remnants of tension or worry that might still linger. Your body, once restless and uncertain, now feels grounded at ease, as if it has finally come home to itself. The world around you mirrors this calm, the trees standing tall and still, their branches reaching skyward in quiet reverence, their leaves gently rustling in the breeze, like a soft whisper it carries. No message, but simply exists as a part of the quiet symphony of nature. The path before you seems to stretch endlessly, but in this moment, there is no need to hurry toward the end. You are already exactly where you are meant to be. The journey that has led you here, with its quiet moments of reflection, its gentle rhythms, and its steady pace, has woven itself into the very fabric of your being. And now, as the final chapter of this story closes, there is nothing left but rest. The world around you, with its soft sounds and gentle movements, seems to pause, giving you space to simply be. You close your eyes for a moment, allowing the stillness of the night to settle in your bones, to fill your heart with the calm that has been present all along, waiting for you to notice it. There is no need to search for anything, no need to strive for more. The beauty of the moment lies in its simplicity, in the way everything around you moves in harmony, in the way the night continues its gentle embrace, never hurried, never demanding, but always there, always holding you in its soft, quiet arms. As the stars wheel silently overhead and the cool breeze continues to stir the leaves, there is a profound understanding that all things have their time, their place, and their rhythm. And in this moment, your rhythm is perfect, your breath steady, your heart at peace. The journey has come to its natural end, but in the stillness of the night, in the quiet of the world around you, you find the beginning of something else, something deep, something restful, something lasting. This is the peace you have sought, the peace that has always been here, waiting for you to return to it. And so, with one last deep breath, you let go of everything of the journey, of the effort, of the need to move or do, or be anything other than what you already are. The night continues its quiet song, and you, too, are part of it. The story has ended, but the rest remains. The calm remains. The peace remains. And in this space, you are home.